Alright, yeah, we already have ideas. Okay, Dogtown. Let me tell you about a man. Let me tell you about a place. Let me tell you about an experience I had the other day, okay? This was actually before one of our episodes, but we were so overwhelmed and distracted, we didn't put it on the episode. But I'm like going over to Mason's house. He's gonna drive me to go do the show, right? And out of the street came a man who made direct eye contact with me. And I was in one of those positions where I got made direct eye contact with someone that you don't want to. One of those situations where you have to talk to a stranger that you don't want to.
Jacob Parsley.
I had to talk to a man named Jacob Parsley. And so I went. And as I was talking, what he approached me to do at first is he commented on my skateboard. He said I had a nice skateboard.
What was he wearing?
He was wearing. This man was going down the road in nothing but overalls. And then I think he had on cowboy boots with no tread on them. No shirt.
But he had one tucked in his overalls that he put on afterwards.
He had the boot tucked in?
The flannel shirt, remember?
Oh, yeah. So he had a shirt that he wasn't fucking wearing, and he had a hobo bindle, if I remember right. Right? He had some kind of fucking actual hobo bindle.
No, he had
like
Walmart sacks.
Like a little knapsack?
I think so. He had Walmart sacks. Is what, yeah, he was carrying shit in Walmart sacks. So you know this guy was going to be a real good guy. And of course, the question that all homeless people love to ask you is, hey man, can I borrow your skateboard? And I already know where this is fucking going. Right? I've been down this road.
Been down that road.
There's the highwaymen of your longboards that all run the streets of Tahlequah. There are people that will go.
Hey man, can I try that out?
We go rogue and they'll jack your shit. And he's like, no, I won't steal. I promise. He's like, all right, I'm gonna trust you, man. He goes to the top of the hill on Academy Street and he bombs it. And then he goes into a slide. He slides his body down the board like Dogtown the Z-Boys, like fucking Stacey Peralta, right? He does like the bullshit and he starts just fucking flipping right there. He can't do like kicks or anything, he's doing like tricks, and he's talking to me, and he won't stop talking about how there was an army of people, there was an army of demons that were coming back to take all of our guns away and to kill us, and the Jesus Christ would come back, and it was like I can't remember what the fuck what all was he?
He was speaking Pashtun. He was speaking of the Pashto.
He was telling me about Armageddon and the end of the world and all this shit, and then as I'm sitting there, I'm walking center action, he has my skateboard, he keeps talking to me about the end of the world and how we're almost arrived. He told me that LSD is the flame.
He went to repopulate his seed amongst the children of Earth. He went to spread his seed, remember? He said, I'm off to spread my seed.
Is that what he wasn't leaving, he wasn't going anywhere, right?
He went to jail.
He just got out of jail, he said, right? He just got out of jail, right? He said he went to Afghanistan. He said he was an Afghanistan vet.
He learned Pashto, which is the language of the Pashtawari warriors of Afghanistan. I Wikipedia'd it, it's fact.
He knew some shit. He said that LSD was the flame, that marijuana was the fuse, and that your brain is the bomb. Or some shit like that. And there was a point where I had this actually recorded. I wish I could splice this in here. I wish I could go back and almost listen to it, but
We'll do it in post.
Then at one point, as we're sitting there, we're smoking cigarettes. I think I even give him a fucking cigarette. He's about to roll one up. We go, and he pulls out the shittiest fucking gas station pipe ever, and starts smoking some weed. Starts lighting a pre-roll up, and then we go in a random yard to talk. He shows us a random yard, and he's like, "This is where Armageddon is gonna happen."
He also had peppers in a bag.
Then, as we are trying to talk, as we're like going through this, he's like, "Hey, do you guys want some peppers?" And out behind his overalls, he pulled out peppers out of a Walmart sack and fucking handed them to me and Mason. And Mason, I was asking him, I was like, dude, we gotta get this guy on the podcast right now, we gotta get this guy on the show. Mason's like, I don't want to be responsible for that. I don't know where I can drive this guy. I don't know where I can fucking take him. I'm like, nah, man, there's nobody that is going to go ride skateboards in overalls at 2:30 on a Sunday with peppers in their pocket and a pre-roll. That's bad intentions. Those are good people.
Peppers and pre-rolls!
I think we start getting ram homeless people on. But that gotta be cool, too. That gotta be really badass.
Some what?
I think we should ram homeless people on.
I think we should hunt down homeless people. They fucking closed up the pavilion where it's easy to find them.
But there was a whole petition about that. I actually fucking shared it and tried to stop it because the farmer's market doesn't want it either.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because they can't pull their cars in like they used to be able to.
There's actually a thing.
We hate homeless people so much, we make it harder to buy healthy food.
This is some bullshit. Listen to this. They passed a thing where in Tahlequah, they're going to put $40,000 from city grant money, I think I got a grant for it, to investigate the cause of homelessness and try to aid it.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
$40,000 also isn't that much money.
What's the cause?
$40,000 isn't that much one person's salary for a year. That's not that much money. Not...
Didn't the government...
They're going to investigate the cause. They're going to figure out why.
I don't know what the cause is.
I know what it is.
Yeah, you get $40,000? Yeah, $40,000. What's your answer? Come on,
meth.
Meth is a big part of it.
Decriminalize meth, man. Legalize it.
Decriminalize it. Dude, whenever they do legal meth, that's the term you gotta get on. The money there in legal meth, the money once they fucking do that, once they just make medical methamphetamine. Medical meth? Like once they have meth disposed, they just let you do it and you work at the Amazon factory.
What would be the color of their plus sign? Like green's for weed. What would it would be for?
Probably, well, Breaking Bad is blue, but meth's not usually blue.
Huh?
Breaking Bad suggests that meth is blue, but it's not usually blue.
I had the idea of blue, but maybe it's like...
Maybe it's like white, but not like your typical white, it's like an offset white.
No, that's for legal coke. That's whenever they legalize. That's whenever they have coke disposed.
My cousin Justin, who has since passed, he was a real smart guy. He was a tweaker. He was a homeless vagrant that lived here in the streets of Tahlequah, and he's dead now. You know how he died?
How did he die?
Nobody fucking knows. They just found him dead on the side of the road by the casino, and everyone just walked over him, and everybody drove by for 2 hours, and nobody cared. Because that's just the place we live in, right? That's just the world we live in, right? That motherfucker just died, right? But he told me that he had a recipe for methamphetamine that involved extracting red phosphorus out of wild hog urine. So what I'm saying...
Wait, he had a recipe for methamphetamine that involved extracting red phosphorus from wild hog urine.
Correct. And he said that he had really in depth. So all I'm saying is we wait for legal meth to pass, we get a trailer in the desert, we get some hogs, and we got fucking made, guys. We got everything we could ask for.
The meth's in the pig.
Fucking Arizona and fucking Breaking Bad that shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. Just get in the kitchen and cook that shit. Be the Gordon Ramsay of fucking Arizona meth.
Holy shit.
You know, in Oklahoma we don't have we can walk around with like a sword and shit around here. You know?
Right.
Like you can walk around with a gun. There's like that whole like jokes like walk around with my titties out and AK and just a ninja sword or whatever.
Right.
But in other places you can have like either no pocket knife in like a big city or you can be shorter than 6 inches or 3 inches or whatever.
Yeah, New York has some weird ones.
Yeah. In Puerto Rico when I went there, I wanted to bring a pocket knife, and my smallest one that was usable at all was like a 4-inch blade, and they have a 3-inch blade law. So I was like, oh man, dude.
So lame.
And so I went there, I smuggled it in. I smuggled an illegal weapon, the 4-inch pocket knife.
Oh, fucking.
Oh, no.
In Minecraft, you can do that for real. You would never smuggle
I
things
went to
onto
Puerto
a
Rico
federal.
in Minecraft.
Could you imagine getting stabbed with a 3-inch blade and you're like, that's 4 inches!
That's what I was telling him. I was like, Puerto
This
Rican.
is 4 inches. What the fuck? This is illegal. Like, as you're getting stabbed.
You're like, this is not as bad.
That's why I think the knife fighters in Puerto Rico, they just gotta be like quick with it. You know, just quick. They gotta get a little box cutter, a little X-Acto knife. They fucking coming at you. You don't even know what's in their hands. You thought they punched you.
My boss's dad is a huge knife rights advocate and shit because he's a knife maker from Oklahoma. Yeah, he has a sticker on his truck that says "Knife Lives Matter" or "Knife Lives Matter."
That's
don't fucking
so stupid.
I think it's awesome. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, the lives matter. The blank lives matter thing.
Or no, all knives matter. That's what it says. All knives matter.
All knives matter.
All knives matter. That's what it says.
That's funny to the degree that it's so fucking stupid.
I think it's awesome. I would get one too. I think I would get one too. But he even fucking said something. What the fuck was it? Oh fuck! I just forgot. Yeah, he makes all this shit, but there's a statistical fact that they brought up that's like people more often get killed with like kitchen knives and fucking box cutters, like infinitely way more than they get killed with any expensive switchblade or any fucking big Bowie knife or any fucking big.
Because smart people don't use fucking
knife people know that, and also people you won't fuck with a knife person.
I walk down to the creek downtown here, and I walk down there with a machete, and I'll gather. I just walk over there with a machete, and it's fine. I just cross the busiest road here.
And we have open carry too.
With my machete. Yeah.
We have open carry on firearms too, though.
We do, yeah. You can just walk. I walk around with my rifle.
Right.
And Cole, how many? Okay, so I got an Ozark Trail knife. How many lives do you think it would take?
Probably just behind Great Valley, or was it Faberware Cutlery? Probably just behind
Farberware?
Yeah, Farberware steak knives. Farberware steak knives have probably got a lot of cheating husbands and a lot of fucking siblings. A lot of siblings.
Back in the 50s, you know what I mean?
You guys have siblings?
I killed my wife with a Foreman grill.
Were you guys the sibling that got chased with the knife or the one that pulled the knife out?
Huh?
Were you guys the sibling that got chased with the knife or the one that pulled the knife out?
Me and my brother both tried to smother each other in their sleep with pillows. And so I'd wake up to Jade and I'd be like, "You motherfucker," and I'd like try and get him. You know, you try and smother him.
Right, you get him back.
And then he'd wake up to me like almost getting him. He'd be like, "No, I can't breathe."
Did you like let off?
Yes, you can.
Minute?
I know you can breathe through this pillow because you tried to kill me. And I'm like holding a pillow on his face.
Did you like let off at the last minute when you heard him like not being able to struggle that much anymore? Like, what did you do? Like, how'd you know that you didn't kill your brother, Mason?
That's when you have to learn restraint as a child. Do I want to be an only child right now?
Yeah, especially being the oldest, dude. I get you.
You want to kill off the youngest one?
Yeah, dude, it's the strongest of the pack, dude.
With some reason, my younger sibling, it was always more like scissors and like potato mashers and like improvised weapons.
We would get these little kids folding chairs and like try and beat the shit out of each other with like WWE style shit. Me and Jaden Yeah, we went fucking hard, dude.
My little brothers are like tiny me's, dude. They're pretty cool. They're all right. Dude. We see eye to eye more than we see eye to eye with our dad.
But how old are they?
Brothers, yeah.
They're like 10 years younger than me.
I never met them.
Yeah, they're 13 and 14, going on 14 and 15. So they're getting pretty up there.
Yeah, you didn't have like a brother like you grew up. James was just like 2 years younger than me, so he was just like this other motherfucker here. Eating my snacks I didn't buy
for like fucking 9 years, something like that. Yeah.
So they came along like way later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so you were like big brother. You were like
I was like big brother. Yeah, dude.
I was big brother, but we're both just little bitches. We're just like I'm just like a couple years older.
My situation is bizarre and fucked up. I have to go to therapy and it shatters my mind and it's wrong. So I had two brothers. They didn't die, but they identify as women now. But they're keeping their dicks. For anyone that's curious, they're keeping their dicks and they still fuck women, which is really confusing.
I think it's badass.
I think it's
what a fucking move.
I guess that's the thing now. I guess.
Well, if you want to fuck with your penis and women get more attention, right? Be a woman with a penis.
But it seems like that's cheating.
It's the obvious answer.
That seems like you have to pick a side.
Yeah, it is. But are you willing to cheat?
I mean, are you that desperate? Like, what the fuck? Like, they were getting pussy before. Both of them were. So what the fuck was the...
They just had to up their... They had a hole in their heart, and they want a hole in their bottom.
So I have this idea. This is either the worst thing on the podcast or the best thing I've ever said on the podcast. But, God, that here kicking off made real on this. It kind of all started happening not too long after they got their COVID shots. What did I say that? I mean, the jab. It kind of started happening not long after that, and they got the same one, like they both did, and it kind of makes me question if that's a side effect. Like, if we'll have this fucking thing where it's like, maybe you take the shot and then you fucking go.
Hunter, did you get the
really
shot?
Funny.
Did you get the shot, Hunter?
No, I haven't got the shot.
We're saying it. None of us did.
Good thing we're straight as hell. We're straight as hell.
No, my favorite joke back in the day.
Nancy Pelosi tried to turn me gay. Fuck you, tried, bitch.
I'm not falling for that one, though. Fuck. I know how that goes. They go in there, you take your shot, and then you start going to the women's aisle in Walmart, and you look at shit too long, and then you get on TikTok, and then you fucking change your name and start wearing eyeliner and doing makeup tutorials and fucking going as like a real far left person. That's another weird thing, too, is that they're both mildly conservative. And then, like, I had a conservative gay brother, and I had a really straight, like, left-leaning, like, old school, like, punk, older brother. And then now I just have two...
conservative gay brother? Is that the younger one?
Jack was mildly conservative. Jack was mildly fucking...
Oh, was he a Milo Yiannopoulos?
No, he didn't like Milo. But he was, for Fayetteville gay community, he was conservative, is what he told me. Like, he wasn't down with the non-binary thing. He wasn't down with the they-them.
He's not down with it. He's like, I draw the line at LG.
But
let's just go back to the 80s progressive.
No, I mean, he was still fucking gay, but, like, he wasn't, like, out
yeah,
there
sure.
with it.
But back in the 80s, they were just like, there's only lesbians and gays and fucking weird cross-dressers.
Right.
And then there's them furry things. I don't understand them, but...
God, that's rough. The furries. That's not even sexuality, it's just a fucking problem.
I guess back in the 80s, it just would have been bear fuckers back then.
Bear fuckers?
Yeah,
just guys into hairy guys?
Nah.
Greek men?
No, maybe not like art, like...
You know about brownies, right? We all knew some
Oh,
brownies.
God, everybody here knows about bronies, dude.
So, my first introduction to brownies was my dad just found a documentary.
My dad also had this conversation with me. What the fuck was that?
I was like fucking 14, and my dad's like, have you seen this shit? Come here, watch this. And he rewatched the documentary as soon as he finished it. He's like, come watch this shit. And he just sat there and made fun of fucking bronies for like an hour and a half in a documentary.
My dad saw a documentary. I kind of knew what it was because I was on the internet before he was. Like, I was on the internet a lot as a young man. That's what probably scarred me and made me such a fucking funny guy. Probably just made me so fucking funny is being on the internet all the time late at night in a rural area with no friends. And I go, and because he knows I know something about it. And he's like, hey, what the... I hear him in the bedroom, what the fuck is a brony? What is going on here? And I'm trying to explain to him, like, well, it's grown men that are really into My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, and they go to community, like, conventions together, and they hang out, and they drink beers, and they dress up as My Little Pony, and it's like, so they're pedophiles! Why don't they stop them? Why don't they fucking kick in the door and kill these motherfuckers? Why are they not? I'm like, no, Dad, it has nothing to do with sexual, nobody fucks each other, they're all straight, probably. I don't know what the fuck. They just have...
There's a part in the documentary, there's like a military brownies association.
What?
Where it's a bunch of guys who are in the military, but they don't want to be out that they're hoofing. They're out there clip-clopping. They're out there, they're galloping in the meadows. And they don't want to be out about it. And so they go to conventions and they have like a secret, like, and they all wear their uniforms under their furry suits. So, like, my name is Roger Arnold Stevenson. I am in the Air Force, and I'm also a mix of a Komodo dragon and a white wizard dragon, and an Asian water dragon, and I'm a mix of a red panda.
Which is a furry or brony?
This is that's a furry. I got distracted.
Hey, their cultures are two different things. They come from a long line of fucked up people.
No,
Mason.
these army guys are just come back and go like, fucking Rainbow Dash is awesome, and that's what it is.
Maybe if you're around masculine bullshit in the war, maybe after a while you want to go to fucking be My Little Pony and you want to dress up as a fucking fox and get railed by... I don't know. Maybe you just want to do that. They served our country. Shut the fuck up. Don't look at me like that. They served our country. They can be bronies. They can be bronies.
I'm just saying it's strange.
Oh yeah, it's fucking
just
weird.
like I'm not against what happens in Papua New Guinea. I'm saying it's strange.
It's really... humans are peculiar animals.
Pretty out there, yeah.
No other animals dress up as other animals and then fuck each other and then write angry letters to their dad and fucking...
Some only exists as a virus that gets implanted into another insect's brain and causes them to like fuck something.
What if we are that and the plant is the insect?
Somebody's here.
Bro, dude.
Bro.
I was fucking... Is Allie back?
I think so.
Hell yeah. We're fucking podcasting.
Might have to be taking a podcasting break.
No, dude, it'll be tight.
It'll be straight.
Okay. We're probably just gonna take more.
Wait, is there? Okay, so there's only a stop on that one. There's not a pause, right?
No, we're not gonna pause. We're just gonna keep it going.
No, you're good.
Okay, so I've been watching. Have you all ever seen Love on the Spectrum?
I've heard of it. I've seen clips. I never watched
the worst thing ever. But it's also kind of the best thing ever. It's about a bunch of autistic people. The first season was people from Australia, which makes it even funnier. And I can't really tell the difference between autism and Australian anymore. And I watched it on fucking acid. My brother was like, dude, what are we gonna watch? And then I just went to his place in Little Rock, and him and his friend put on fucking Love on the Spectrum. So I watched all 6 episodes, an entire season of Love on the Spectrum. And they fucked... The people who made the show are demons and they're pieces of shit. They know what they're doing. They purposely found the funniest fucking people in Australia. And they're like, oh, my name is Michael. I'm going to be looking for a girlfriend. I'm 35. I live with my parents. I make Lego statues.
Lego statues.
Lego statues.
Hello.
I think I saw a clip of one episode of that show where it's like they go there and they're like...
We're podcasting right now. Wait, how was Tulsa, Allie?
Good.
Were they
Yeah,
where they're sitting there and they're like, so do you like trains? And then she's like, no. It's like, so do you like...
What up, Justin?
What's up, Justin? You gonna be on the podcast?
Sure.
Right now we got Justin Kennedy coming. We got a guest 30 minutes in, 35 minutes in, 54 minutes. How long are we in?
I don't know. I have no idea.
One of the guys on that show, he has an obsession with this lady from Gilligan's Island. But she's like, I think she's dead now. But whenever the show came out, she was like old. So like, he like took a girl on a date. He's like, we're going to Comic-Con because the Gilligan's Island girl is there, and I want to see. But he just completely ditched this woman. This poor autistic girl is just by herself at Comic-Con. He's like, all right, I want to take pictures with the love of my life, an 86-year-old woman, and they just ran off. And that was I wish I was as happy as that man, just meeting the old lady from Gilligan's Island.
Do you think Australian autistic people are like good at swimming?
They have to be, dude.
They probably are fucking surfers, right?
They're probably surfers. Oh, I go to Brisbane and hit the waves. Oh yeah, and then there was this. They just put the worst people on a date together. It is pretty bad. And then there's an update. We were watching it, and we're talking about Love on the Spectrum, Allie. Whenever we watch Love on the Spectrum, and then my little brother's over here, and he's an edgy little 13-year-old, and he kept calling me a gaytard.
I gotta go get Murphy.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
getting the dog.
Dogtown.
Dogtown. Yeah, Dogtown. Yeah. So getting called a gaytard by your 13-year-old brother. That's classic 13-year-old. So, wow. I bet I was such a comedian.
Were you being a gaytard?
I think I was a little bit.
Being a gaytard a little bit?
I was being a gaytard.
If you want to get monetized, you have to say gaytard as many times as you can in the episode. If we want to make money off this, we gotta be saying gaytard, dude.
That is
We
it.
gotta be
Yeah.
fucking-
We're hitting on the hot spot. We're hitting on the points. Yeah. Me and Hunter tried to. Well, we went to the gas station earlier. I had to get some gas and we get some Powerades, and we went in onto the 4th Street gas station, the Hit and Run, and there's a bunch of people from South Asia or Pakistan or India or somewhere over there, and they're running that. You know, that's usually how it goes and all. No issues, but you go in there and I'm like, let's get a 2-for deal, a twofer. And maybe they got 2 Powerades for 1 or 2 for $4 or something like that. And they did.
$4.25.
They had 2 for $4.25, and I'm like, Bet, go up there, 10 in gas, 425 in Powerade. He's like, 1611. I'm like, there's something going on here. And I was like, these have a thing on them that say 425 for 2. And he looked at me, and he didn't acknowledge me. He instantly called somebody and started speaking in like fucking Sri Lankan or Sinhalese or whatever, and just started speaking to like some guy, and like wasn't making any contact with me. And I'm just sitting there, and he's taking like a long time, and he's like, okay, so how much was that? And so I finally get my $2 that I was supposed to from the deal, but you gotta haggle with those guys. I guess I had to sit there. He had to call the boss, but like, oh, do we let them get away with $2? Do we make it a big deal?
Which gas station you go to?
Hit and Run on 4th Street.
Oh yeah. Those people are actually
they're pretty chill.
Yeah.
This guy was trying to get my $2.
I went to Clear Creek on Thanksgiving Day, and on Thanksgiving Day, the people that own Clear Creek, they come in from wherever the fuck, and they let their workers take the day off, and then they run the gas station for a day, and they bring the whole family in, and then nobody knows how to do fucking anything, because they only work Thanksgiving and Christmas out of the whole year. It's the only times they're ever in. They don't know shit about dick. They don't know. I tried to get a bag of pretzels, right, like a full bag of pretzels. They went back there, it didn't scan. There was no price tag on the thing. I was there for fucking 15 minutes on Thanksgiving Day, and and nobody spoke any fucking. I was like in a different country or something. It was weird. It was like they were, yo, everyone took off. It's Thanksgiving. We don't like. There was one lady that had to translate. She was like younger. She could have been 14. She could have been fucking 28. I have no fucking idea, right? And she like spoke a little bit of English, and the mom did it all. And like, we'll give it to you at a deal just so you can try it. Give us feedback. Give us fucking what like. It's fucking pretzels from the gas station, goddammit. It's not fucking like,
You're trying to buy them?
Yeah, I was trying to steal them. Yeah, I was trying to buy them, yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying, but they're like telling you it's a deal or something?
Well, yeah, they couldn't find the price as I was sitting there in line for 10 minutes. Well, yeah, they couldn't find a price. And then I was just there forever. They probably didn't even know where the fuck the price, they didn't know what the fuck anything was.
You had a Pakistani pretzel situation?
Pakistani pretzel situation. Ooh, that sounds like a terrorist thing. It sounds like a fucking...
It is all twisted up over there, you know what I mean? Hey, that's the thing about those call center Indians. They're trying to get your $2, but those fucking casino Indians, bro. We're not going to give you our $2.
We're not going to give you $2. We're going to take your $2. Actually, this is what we're
Best way we can. $1. So do you think it's slot machines, like the casinos, are reparations? Like it's us taking money back?
It is until like our own people go back in there and spend their entire check.
That's what the problem is with it, right?
It's like someone needs to go in there and whisper. And they're like,
they just leave.
Do you not get what's fucking going on? This is for the white people to give us all their fucking money. Stop spending your entire fucking paycheck here at Cherokee fucking Casino.
Can you gamble? Do you gamble ever?
Do I gamble? No, I lose. I'm too bad at it.
Justin, do you gamble?
No.
What's the most you ever lost gambling?
$5.
Really?
Yes.
I lost $50.
I've gambled twice, and both times put in a $5 bill, max bet twice, and walked away.
You just immediately dumped that shit back in the thing and then left, right? Like you just you
paid my $5 to hear the ding 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 ding, and I'm good.
Didn't get no dopamine, didn't get nothing like that. No, I went to the casino one time for a job interview, and they didn't give me the fucking job. I was at the job, and so that happens a lot when you're at the business and you're waiting to not get the job, and you just know you're not getting the job from when you went there anyways, and you got a ride and everything. Yeah. And so I'm like in the casino, like, well, got $11, might as well start gambling. One fucking $48 right there. Walked out, said, "Fuck your job. I got $48. I don't need this fucking place. I'll fucking go work somewhere else."
I got $48.
I put in a fucking 20, right, and then I won $50, dude. I got $70 out of that shit, dude. And then when I walked away with that, my cousin put his money in the same machine right up after me, bro, and he won like a fucking jackpot, dude. I was so pissed. I was like, man, dude, like, but I couldn't help but be proud of my boy. You know, it was his birthday and all, so he deserved that. Like, yeah.
What was the jackpot? Was it like a grand?
How much was
Dude, it was $2,700.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah,
nice.
Substantial.
This is something that all people know, but one of the things that makes our casinos different from a Vegas casino is that in Vegas, in Nevada, I think Atlantic City too, I'm not sure, where they have casinos, there's a certain amount the casino is obligated to give back to the person, right? They have to give out a certain amount of winnings every night. It can't be rigged. Any casinos don't have that law. They can give out $5 that night, they can give out $5,000. It doesn't matter. They can give you whatever they want.
You can just lose $500 in a few minutes.
Right. The whole point is that the Vegas ones, that someone's always making a little bit of money every night there. There's always a chance that you can fucking do that, right? They keep it competitive, but this is a different system. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Hey.
Try, you got something you want to say?
Decolonizing one slot pool at a time. Okay, wait, what do I got on the list? Let me check this out.
Let's actually try to interview him here in a second, though.
Interview Justin?
And here in a second. Yeah, we can get some more shit out.
Okay.
We got
I was watching Scariest Prisons.
Whoa.
And there was this British guy, and he goes around the world, and he was like falsely accused of a crime, and he got out. Which I don't know if that makes you hard, but He was in jail, but he like didn't do the crime. He's like, I falsely accused of murder. And they're like, bullshit, we know you did it just like the rest of us. But he didn't. And so this motherfucker comes out and he makes a TV show. He's like, I just want to talk about how bad jail was as an innocent person. And so he just goes and talks to guilty people around the fucking world. And there's this one where he went to fucking Africa, and he's like, he went to like Sweden and Europe and checked out their jails. Some of them, they're all just like literally just like big chilling and hanging out and like playing ping pong and shit. And then in Africa, they're like having a garden inside the walls for their own food. And also, like 60-70% of the guys there were fucking in there for sexual assaults. Like everybody's in there for rape. And so the guy, what he does, he goes in, he pretends like he gets dressed up as a prisoner. He does like he's like the Mike Rowe of fucking like prisons. I'm gonna go and pretend I'm in I'm in a Tanzanian prison. I'm gonna spend a weekend there. Yeah. He's like some mixed guy from Britain, and he's got like hair. And so he goes to this place in Africa, and he's like talking to like these hooligans. One guy's got like a machete off face and shit, and he's asking them all. He's like, "Oh, what were you in here for?" And he was like, "I stole a car and I raped 2 women." And like every guy, there's okay. Well, what'd you do? He's like, "Well, I stole some bag of chips and I raped 3 women." And like it was like horrifying. And then the more he asked, everybody had been raped. He's like, "So what happens whenever you come into like a prison like this?" He's like, "Well, we want to see if you're going to be a man or a wife." And we're and so it's exactly what you think. And so he gets in a room and they close it, and it's just the cameraman and this British guy and 5 actual prisoners in there just hanging out with him. He's like, "So I come up to you and I go, and I see if you're going to be my wife. I have 2 wives here." And they're like, and he's like, "So you sit here and you all just fuck each other. You all just have sex with each other." He's like, "If you have a wife." He's like, "Yeah, you're either a man or a wife in jail." And so they joke and they're like, "Are you going to be man or wife?" And so he's getting like really fucking nervous, and they're like actually kind of pressing him, and he can't tell if they're playing. And they all start like kind of grabbing his arm shit, and he's like freaking. He's like, "Oh, I have to get out of here!" And he like sprints and actually runs away. And these guys are busting they're laughing their ass off, even though they are all actually rapists. They just start like grabbing on this like little British guy, and he's like, "Oh, I have to get the fuck out of here!" And he's just like,
"Cameraman's not doing shit."
And then then he came back, and he was like, "So apparently, they were playing with me. The boys were testing to see if I was a bitch." He didn't clarify that he was a bitch. He was
totally confirmed that. Yeah.
And then he goes back in Africa. He's like, "You know, if you are in here, the door will not open for you to run away." And that's all they said. Because he busted the door open and ran out whenever he ran. They were like jokingly trying to rape him. And but he just let him know. He's like, "But no, for real.
All right,
you come in here."
Would you rather do a year in Adair County or a week in African prison?
In that Tanzanian prison?
In Tanzanian prison. Do a week in Tanzanian prison or a year in Adair County? Year in Adair County.
When I go to Tanzania, I will have 3 wives. I will have 4 wives. I'll be up there.
They'll be like American.
I couldn't even fucking imagine any of that shit, dude. It's crazy though. We talk all this shit. We act like they have these bad prison systems, but if you look at it, if you look at the numbers, we actually put way more people in prison in this country than any other place in the world. That we spend more money in prisons.
Yeah.
And the goal is to try to put as many people in this room, except for the dog, I guess. Fucking as many people as they can. They want to put you in prison. It's a private fucking thing. These places will only get bigger. They will only make more money, and it's a fucked up fucking system. It wasn't always like that, but. Even though they have these harsh fucking...
It was super disturbing that, like, most of the people in there were in there for... And some of the guys didn't even, like, regret it. It was really dark.
Yeah. Well, there's cultural differences and shit, too.
I wouldn't... No, there were people who definitely faced... It's not even cultural differences. They knew it was fucked up. There were just some evil motherfuckers in there. If I get out, I will take a car and steal it and drive to the store and steal a bag of chips. And I will rape 6 women. Literally every guy in that fucking prison. They were like, "You let me out of here, I'll go right back to it." There was one guy who felt bad. He was washing clothes by like jumping on him. He was like this chubby guy. That was the funniest part because he was the only like fat dude in the whole prison. And the British guy was like, "It's funny saying you clean your clothes because you're chubby and you jiggle." And I was like, "Huh, that's kind of insulting." And then the guy's like, "Oh, I raped a kid." And I'm like, "Okay, that's not insulting then." Whatever it is.
Why are they killing this dude? Yeah,
I don't know. The British guy left. He's like, "This place is really fucked up." And that's all he left with. Usually there's like some kind of moment of like wisdom at the end of each where he like connects with some prisoners or whatever.
Like,
None of the prisoners there were like decent at all. Every single one was like a brutal rapist in this jail. I don't know if it was like a special jail for guys who do assault.
Like that was their pod or some shit.
He was in the wrong pod. They asked him what pod he wants to be in. He said, "I don't know. Fuck with me, fam."
They put you in the worst one.
We put you in the worst
So how well do you think any of you guys would do in prison? Start with
prison?
Mason. How well would you do in prison?
I think about that often.
Why?
Because I'm afraid that just because I'm tall, that I feel like people would try and fuck with me, maybe.
Probably.
And see if I'm tough.
I'm not gonna fuck with you. Somebody will probably fuck with you.
I'm sure some crazy motherfucker will.
Right.
I don't want to, but I will. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna be a bitch. I'm not gonna be a wife. I'm not going to be a wife.
You're going to be a man.
I'm not going to F-pod to be a wife.
How well would you do in prison?
Shit, dude, I have to go all out, dude. I have to go all out.
You
man.
go fucking nuts.
Yo, I'd run that
Bro,
shit.
you
I'd
would
be
the
moving
baddest
that
guy.
ramen through, man.
I don't know. I think it breaks people
Like
down a
no,
lot worse
like
than-
not like that, dude. But I definitely have to fight some motherfuckers. Some motherfuckers would like, dude, you gotta, yeah.
I think I'd just like take a vow of silence, pretend to be retarded, and draw on the wall.
I try to run that shit.
Some of the best art you'll ever see.
Make you some little doo-doo finger paints on the wall.
Huh?
Just make you some little doo-doo finger paints on the
Just
wall.
I'm shit. I'm
Slobber on yourself.
Picasso out there at fucking.
That's your
So-
protest.
I don't know, like, okay, so are there native, like, okay, so in Oklahoma, I know there are probably, like, Native American gangs in there, right? Like, yeah, dude.
In some prisons.
Some of them might try
And
to,
it's
like,
worse with the
yeah,
Navajo
recruit
Nation.
me.
There's a lot of shit going on.
And that's also dangerous, too, man. It can make you friends or it can make you enemies real fast, dude, like, definitely.
Right, but if you get put anywhere else in the U.S., basically you are
Yeah,
Mexican.
I am, yeah, you're basically...
You are a
yeah,
Mexican. You are a...
Yeah, it seems like all the Oklahoma fucking like drug movers and tweaker gangsters, whatever, they all either fuck with like white tweaker gangs or Mexicans or whatever. That's what it seems like, either or. I mean, here in Oklahoma we have a hot spot of natives.
Right.
But even then, the guys who walk around talking about, I shouldn't actually be talking shit.
I think
actually
you're killed doing this, dude. We got so
I'm
many
gonna get
beefs
murdered.
out of this one. This is fucking
We're
rough.
actually located in Skytook. We don't live in Tahlequah. We live in,
We're not at your house right now on the
Yeah.
corner of College and Morgan.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I live in a castle. I live in a castle,
Live in a
on
castle.
the corner of College and Morgan.
Justin, how old would you do in prison?
Oh, I do great.
You do great. You'd
I
be
do
in there. You'd
fantastic.
be a shot caller. You'd be one of the
Oh.
main guys, dude.
In a heartbeat, because the first thing I would do is make a shank and
Snake.
stick the
What kind of
baddest
shank?
dude I
What
could.
kind
Like
You said who the biggest motherfucker here
the
is.
biggest one I
could.
could find, like the meanest, gnarliest, strong leg bull that I could find, just like right in the neck, like 87 times in the
You
neck.
get him with like a melted, like you
You like
melt the
go in for
plastic
a
of a
year,
toothbrush.
and you gotta get a
make it to
license.
the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my toothbrush and like bite
Shank
the end
like
off
a
of it and just
Get him.
Fucking, yeah, dude.
sharpen it down.
Oh man.
Yeah, then I'd let all the gangs join my gang and
And then you just fuck all the other guys.
make friends with the guards, and we'd be having like bum telephones in. And
that sounds
everything.
badass.
Yeah.
I want to go to
Yeah.
jail.
So on
If
one
jail's
of
gonna like that.
one of the episodes I didn't upload, on one
Make
of the
sure you guys all go in when I go, so that way we can.
That'll be
just-
lit. We'll
yeah.
squad
Well-
up. Yo, let's go in together. Let's go
Square
to
off
jail
together.
together. Right, Cole?
Yeah, let's do that.
Doesn't that
Let's
sound
end this
dope?
one.
I actually like bologna.
I fucking hate bologna, dude. I can't do it.
Don't talk to me.
Oh, boy.
Bologna's the best.
I can't. I have a good reason.
Fried.
He does
cold.
have a good reason. Cole,
Ugh, it's the best.
I understand.
So,
dude,
like,
all
when
I'm
I
saying is
grew up,
understand.
like, I was in foster care for a little bit, and me and my little brother were, and we were in this house, and all we ever ate for lunch was just plain bologna sometimes with no mayonnaise on, like, white bread
Oh, yeah.
every day for lunch, and then we'd eat the same thing for dinner every day. We'd camp peaches all the time. And sometimes the breakfasts were good, but the rest of that was horrible. They didn't feed it. And they fed their other kids, like, normal, too. It was weird. They gave us, like,
Yeah.
extra. It was fucked up. And so since then, I can't be around fucking bologna. If I see it, I start gagging. I start fucking like not wanting to fucking get. I just can't do it. I'll do spam. I'll do hot dog. I won't do bologna. But when I was in county,
you like mean sausages?
I'm not big. I'm not big on them. But when I was in county, they feed you a lot of bologna sandwiches.
Yeah.
Pretty often.
Yeah.
And I was in my head. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna learn to like the taste of bologna, or I'm gonna starve. And so I starved.
Yeah.
I starved really bad for like 2 weeks. And I was like, I would trade the bologna for fucking more like green beans, like more. Like, and the worst part is, if you ever are unlucky enough to go to CCDC, the motherfuckers that give you the mustard for the bologna sandwich are evil. They give you mustard the size of your fucking pinky fingernail. They give you a little fucking droplet of mustard just so you have the idea of mustard on the sandwich. Yeah, it's never enough. It's never fucking enough, dude.
Yeah.
That bread's horrible. All that shit's fucked up.
This is why we need prison reform, is because
Yeah.
of the small amount of mustard on the bologna
Exactly.
sandwiches.
honestly,
fucked up.
I had to stop eating bologna for like 3 years because I got food poisoning from it one time. There was one time where my mom was tweaking out so hard that she didn't go buy groceries and nobody else could because my nana was in a wheelchair, right? Everybody else had moved out of the house by then. And so, like, all we had was like a little bit of bologna in there, and I thought it was good. until I reached the end and realized it was kind of still, and I was like, oh no, fuck, dude, like, no, what did I just do to myself? And sure enough, dude, that next day, man, like, violently, dude, just, oh god, I was so fucking sick.
Red stripe.
Yeah, my bad.
In my burps, right, I couldn't stop tasting bologna for like the next week and a half, and then after 3 years, I just couldn't. I just couldn't, dude. Like, after that week and a half of just tasting it every time I burped, dude, was just like, no, dude, like, no, hell no.
You're ballooned.
Yeah, I was ballooned. Yeah, dude, for like 3 years after that, I was like, nope, no bologna, dude.
There's people do with alcohol too. Is there any alcohols you can't drink?
Oh shit. Yes. I don't really like Fireball.
Yeah, I don't like Fireball.
I'm not a huge Fireball.
There should be a show where
cinnamon
if you
and
live,
whiskey just don't really click well for me.
I like Fireball. I fucking like how it
You're
hurts.
crazy. You're
I like
crazy.
how it hurts my gut.
I don't even fucking get it.
No, there should be a show where someone who lives out in the middle of fucking nowhere by themselves, and it's just called Balone. Instead of Alone. like the survival show on Netflix.
Oh, yeah,
Alone.
sure.
You just add a B to it.
I don't know. I feel like my childhood kind of sounded like Cole's description of the situation, but my mom didn't have the other kids. Like, it was just me and my brother.
Right.
And like we would do bologna, and then we'd do bologna and some more bologna, and but here's the evil part: like, we didn't do mustard on the bologna. They had
Miracle Whip.
fucking Miracle Whip.
Like,
not even real mayonnaise.
Evil motherfuckers. Evil motherfuckers.
There's nothing worse than growing up and realizing that your parents
Did they lie to you
didn't
the whole
love
time?
you at all. And they fed you Miracle Whip the whole time you're growing up. Like, I get it, I love Jesus and all, but this whip ain't miracle. It's really shit. It's horrible. Like, you grow up, you go out on your own, like, you get your first apartment, you get a car,
figure
and all
out
that.
what
You get your
mayonnaise
own
is.
job, and then you're like, my parents didn't fucking love me. Like,
The Miracle whipped my ass.
then you bring out the Hellmans.
Wait, so now I'm curious. What were the other ways your parents showed their lack of respect and like lack of fucking care about you? What were
Dogtown
the other
Podcast
ways?
sponsored by Hellman's Mayonnaise.
Sponsored by Hellman's.
Sponsored by Duke's Mayonnaise.
What were the other ways? What was the other like? How else did you know? Like what else did you not have?
Sponsored by
a
your
dad.
mom's mayonnaise.
You didn't have a dad.
Didn't have a daddy.
You had a mom.
Yeah.
You had a stepdad.
Two.
You have two stepdads.
Yeah.
So it was
I
one
had-
after another.
Yeah, so my first stepdad was the popcorn guy at the drive-in. Picked a real winner there.
That was his career. He did the whole time. The whole time.
Yeah.
Until there wasn't a drive-in.
Yeah, the drive-in closed down. And, like, well, no, he actually got fired from that one, and then went to try to be a waiter at. It's called Las Citas. It's not here anymore.
Right.
I mean, he obviously ran him into the ground.
They caught him jerking in the popcorn.
Yeah.
Old Pop.
Oh,
But yeah, that was.
So wait,
that was
which
fun.
one were you closer with? The popcorn guy or the other guy?
Well, I mean, the other guy beat the hell out of us, so.
Oh, fuck.
that was
Well,
cool.
fuck him. Fuck
That
him.
was great.
Fuck him.
I mean,
But you.
I have all this. Therapy that I've gone through now, so I'm good.
Oh, I actually had a bit about
I
that.
hear that.
I actually have a bit called the.
You have a bit about beating your kids?
No, about
Holy shit. Mason, what the fuck?
I'll get started on that one also.
Let's go. Yeah, I got some shit.
No, like I was thinking of like an idea of like an African therapist who like kind of just ultimately gives you the worst advice, but like in an uplifting way. He's like, tell me, why do you not like your stepfather?
Beat my ass in my face.
Did you ever think you deserved it?
Yeah, that's
Why
the
you
worst
ain't back
fucking
to
part.
That's the worst.
The worst part is it was like
What?
such narcissistic abuse that I felt like I was the bad one, and then I grew up again. And
That's one of the coolest
and then
things.
it's like, whoa, I wasn't a badass kid.
That's
I was
what I-
actually a decent kid. And I
that's-
just got beat the fuck out of.
realizing, like, at some point, the person that victimized you was actually in the wrong the whole time, and then now knowing you
Yeah.
can get revenge and you can go back and you will probably whoop that dude's ass now. You can probably kick the fuck out of that guy.
Oh, dude.
But do you ever think about wanting to beat up your stepdad?
No. That's like one of my favorite stories. It's not very long.
No, tell it. Go on, go.
Like,
Yeah.
There came this time where I realized that I was not a baby child anymore, and so
Baby child.
I'd had an argument with my mom. I said in my room, he's like, and stay in your room. I'm like, the fuck did you just say? Like, that first time that,
Yeah, you're my
those-
dad. You
I
don't
don't
those
know
know
like
fucking
that.
Like,
hackles
what the
come
fuck?
on.
Yeah.
And so I went in my room, and I was like, fuck this guy. So I went out and, like, slammed the front door when I could hear shit falling off the wall and everything. I'm like, oh, I'm going to ride this one all the way to the bank, because if not, I'm getting my ass kicked.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm mad. I went to, like, go over to my aunt's house, and I'm, like, climbing over the fence, and he comes out the back door, and he's like, get back up here. And I'm like, whew, not today, Satan. I was like, no, I don't think I will. He's like, get up here now. I was like, well, you're welcome to come get me if you're man enough. And so he starts down off the porch, and my mom grabs him by the back of the shirt. And I know she didn't mean to say this loud enough where I could hear it, but she told him, she's like, don't go down there, he'll hurt you. I'm like, yes! I've arrived! I'm here! It's like,
how old were you?
Peace.
How old were you?
Shit. What was I, like... This was like... I think I was 18 at this point.
Okay, yeah, so you've already been there for a little bit, yeah.
Oh, God, man.
Do you ever think you could take this bottle up and motion?
At least you just fucking, dude, just walked away, man. Like, that's
you,
the best thing.
I prescribe you buy a goat and hit it with a stick. That is the best.
Like, name it his name.
Back in my village, that is our therapy. We had a goat named Wills. And we hit him with a stick.
I feel like everyone has that moment where you have to fight. Maybe it's not even your real dad. Maybe it's not even your dad. But you have to fight your older male authority figure. Like, you have to do that conflict. And at some point, you realize, like, goddamn, that motherfucker was just resting. He wasn't fucking lazy. He was just getting ready for... He was like, you're like... I fucked up here.
I've actually fought my real dad before. Like,
okay, how the fight... You want to talk about that or not?
Yeah,
you
my
can't,
dad.
Yeah. I was talking about sort of fighting my dad. I thought about fighting my dad. You want to talk about fighting your dad?
So, he got really drunk this one time, man. And, like, I was over at his house and I was staying the night with him up in Pryor, right? And then, at one point, dude, he comes up, man, and, like, he had blacked out. I can tell, dude. I could just tell by the way he, like, stumbled up, dude. And he starts, like, trying to shove me against the wall. I was like, Dad, what the fuck are you doing? So I shoved him back, and, like, fucking, he tried to shove me harder, dude. And I just fucking flung him across the fucking living room. I was like, get off me. And I fucking, yeah, dude. So he goes tumbling back, but he gets up, dude, and he's pissed. He is fucking mad as hell, dude. So he keeps, like, trying to come, like, at me, dude. And I just fucking, like, dude... Like, I used all of my fucking force, right, and I come up under his legs, and I just fucking swept him, dude, like, straight
like
into the...
Swift!
Yeah, dude. But he grabbed onto my shirt, so I fucking went with him. We went tumbling into the fucking kitchen. We knocked over the fucking tables. We knocked over the chairs in there.
Breaking all kinds of shit.
As we're fucking, as we're going. And, like, at one point, like, I end up on my back, and he's, like, down by my legs, right? And he starts trying to, like, climb up me, and I'm like, nope. And I just fucking kicked out one of my legs and start kicking him in the face, dude. I just start kicking him back.
Kicking your dad.
Boom, boom. And, like, start kicking him back, and it's fucking working, so I keep fucking doing it, dude. And, like, yeah, dude, I got him off of me, man. And I just stood up, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I just kept on repeating that over and over and over again.
Did
and
you find out?
Dude, no, dude, he just stood up. He just, all right then. And then he went back, and then he just passed out on the fucking couch, dude. He just passed out, like, straight up. Like, he just fucking passed out. And I was like, what the fuck just happened? I stood in that doorway for a good, like, 15 minutes just trying to process. Like, even after he passed out, dude, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Like, what the fuck was that?
Were you guys cool after that? Like, what was... Did he apologize? Like, was there a...
He hasn't apologized yet, dude. He probably doesn't remember. Like, to be honest with you.
Alcoholism does that to your parents where it'll make them justify shit that they know is fucked up later on, or they'll deny it even happened. And alcoholism makes your memory just works, and you just don't have a clear perception of the things you did.
Yeah.
My dad's a real bad alcoholic, so I fought my mom a lot more. And my mom could probably still whip my ass. There's still some times where I think that maybe if I don't have it in me, she could probably fucking get me. She's about as tall as I am, and she's bigger. And it's like not like fucking, like, she's not like a big lady, but she's got some hands, okay? She's been to prison. She fucking knows what she's like, you know what I mean? So my dad is not like that. My dad's a little guy, a little wiry, little leprechaun fucking guy. He drinks a lot, and he likes to talk a lot of shit and get in my face and shit. And I was like 16, 17, and we're like not doing too well financially. We're living in like a motel room. And I don't even remember what the fuck the fight was about. I think I got in trouble or something. I can't remember what the fuck it was. Like, I got in trouble for like fucking cutting class or something. I can't remember the fight. It was somewhere he got drunk enough that he escalated it. And he's like, well, fuck you then. You need to grow the fuck up. And he went and he fucking put his fucking arms up to try to grapple with me, right? And for the first time I realized, like, no, he's drunk and he's getting old. I got this. And so I went, I just kind of shoved his arms down. And then he tackled me, right? And immediately I was able to flip on top of him, put my body weight on him. I had him pinned, right? I was like, I'm gonna beat my fucking dad's ass right now. Like, this is crazy. I raised my fucking hand, bit my fucking side, bit me on the ribs, like, what the fuck? And then he fish hooked me. He fucking, he put the inside of his finger in my mouth and then fucking ripped the side of my mouth and then fucking got on top of me. And then when I started to overpower him again, a little bit, fucking finger to the eye. Like, he scratched the fuck out of me. He started, like, he fought like a fucking scared cat. And, like, one still, like, even though he was older and smaller and not good at fighting and started the fight and fucking... but then that's kind of, like, what I learned is, like, man, this dude fucking... he gets into shit and then he only knows how to get out of it. He doesn't know how to fucking win. Like, fuck him anyways. Like, whatever the fuck. I don't know. I love you, Dad. Fucking, we can go again. I
know a good way to resolve these feelings. You ever see the turtle on the log at the river in the sun? You take a gun and shoot them. It make you feel better.
We'll shoot what?
Shoot the turtles at the river.
I think I will, therapist. I think
Go
I will,
find the
doctor.
turtle. They peacefully bask in the sun on a log. You find them and shoot them. Make you feel better.
I just want to get one fucking turtle, and I'll just end all my anger issues and all my fucking... Hey, after I get one turtle, I'll come out as trans. After I get one turtle, I'll be comfortable enough that I can fucking...
You can just go fishing, man. I can get you a turtle. What the fuck? Like, that's easy, bro. Like, just go fishing in any fucking... Like the river over here, man. We go fishing in there, dude.
How would an African therapist handle a transgender patient? Like, what is that?
There's videos of that. Yeah. There's an answer for that. It's called They Don't. They don't do that.
So whenever you make the game, does one penis open up inside for the other one to go into? Or do you put your penis inside your own body?
Wait, so this is that is a real video, the video of that
Is
guy.
that an Office reference? That's an Office reference. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, in Tanzania, the office is very popular. Oh, shit. Fuck.
Can we take a brief pause?
No.
Is that cool?
We don't do that.
Take a brief
We
pause?
don't do that
won't stop it.
anymore,
That
Yeah,
won't
we
stop it.
don't pause. We don't pause here. We don't pause. I'll tell you about one motherfucker came back from the dead. Fucking Jacob. He months later after our initial meeting with him.
You're talking about the guy from the beginning of this episode.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, not just any Jacob.
The incredible crackhead and fucking the skateboarding guy we met. And you know what? He might not have even been on drugs. It might have been severe mental illness, honestly.
That's what I thought too.
And so this guy, apparently, a lot of people around here went to school with him and know him. And he also took a visit back to my place. He just shows up randomly. I'm in here taking a dab. I'm like, just dying. And then there's a shadow of a man. And then I see like camo print jacket. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he knocks. And I go outside. It's fucking Jacob Parsley. Fucking back in black. And he's like, well, yeah, I went out to Muskogee for a little bit and hung out at the fair for a few days. And he just rode a Ferris wheel over and over again. I guess he got in with like the guy, the carny running the Ferris wheel. And so he said he just hung out at the fair for like 4 days. And then he went and stayed with his ex-wife's or his baby mama's brother. He says his ex-brother-in-law. And imagine your sister gets knocked up by Jacob Parsley, and then like years later he gets out of jail and he's like, "Yo, man, can I come stay at your place?"
I would.
That's I know, and he did, and he let him do it. And so he went and stayed there. I guess Jacob proves himself to the people that actually give him a second. He shows back up to the house. He's got a backpack. He's got 2 baseball caps on, and that's the most interesting part. I'll fucking get to that in a second. But he comes up. He's like, "What's up, man? I've just been thinking of you." And he's a tiny little bamboo walking stick. And so I upgrade him. I give him a 9-foot bamboo staff, which makes him way more obvious walking around town. He has like a 9-foot fucking pole of bamboo. He started riding it around like a horse. He was pretty happy.
Yeah, like Python.
Yeah, he was like, jumping around with it. Yeah, and he started showing me like his weapons and things. He had a butter knife he was making into a shank. I gave him a broken file so he could sharpen it.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And he had lighters that he had duct taped together at the butt, and there's like a double side, like a double mag.
Like Darth Maul's lightsaber.
Yes, but of lighters, pretty much. Yeah, it was kind of the most badass thing I had ever seen in my whole life. And he's just telling about his tales and travels. He went to jail up in somewhere north of Delaware. What's by Delaware County?
There's Vian,
Veneta County.
Maisie.
Veneta County's close. Yeah, Mays is not.
Mays County.
Oh, that's
he got
Mays
arrested.
County.
That's like
That's
prior to
Mays.
the road.
Yeah. He got arrested in Mays County, and then he didn't go to court, and so he didn't get arrested again. And so that's where he's been. And so he said, I went from there, and then then he went to the fair after that. And then he said, I walked from Muskogee to here, and I was like the first place he stopped at.
Was
He was like, well, I'll stop by here, check out what Mason's up to, and he just stopped by here and see what I was up to. And so I give him a dab. I was eating pizza rolls and taking dabs. And so I gave him pizza rolls and gave him a dab. And we're out there smoking. He's like, woo! And he's like stripping down to his shirt. And now he's like shirtless. It's like 20 degrees outside. And he's like huffing and just getting all hype and shit. And he... Oh, what else does he have? Oh, there's a pair of sunglasses sitting on a pumpkin outside. There was a pair of like Ray-Bans, black Ray-Bans. And he put them on. He's like, these are pretty badass. And then he put them back in the pumpkin. I was like, hey, dude, you can have those. They've been sitting here for a while. I was like, you have way more fun with those than that pumpkin will. And he was like, really? He's like, I'll trade you. I'll do even better. So he goes and he digs in his backpack and he pulls out a pair of purple Ray-Bans with like a green neon paracord taped to the side for like a strap. And he had electrical tape taped out on the lens except for a small slit horizontally along the eyes. And so I put them on. He said, put them on. So I put them on. He said, keep your eyes on the horizon. Because I could only see the fucking horizon. Because there's a slit in the fucking glasses. That's all you get. Everything else is taped out. So he's walking around 80% blind. I can see hardly anything in those glasses. But he said it helps him keep his eyes on his eyes in the prize. Eyes in the horizon.
I'm surprised he hasn't run into more shit. I'm surprised he hasn't gotten ran over yet.
I'm surprised he hasn't gotten ran over walking around with taped out Ray-Bans. So that's what I got as a trade. I got that. Yes, I do. I tried to make a pair of safety goggles out of them, so they're slightly modified, but I have the lenses still with tape on them.
We'll get this homie on the show. Hit him up, dude.
But the best thing about it, the hats. He had double-decker hats. And he had a camo hat on top, and underneath was a red baseball cap. They had 2 baseball caps on. And he was like, yo, check out this cap. And he picks it up, and underneath his camo baseball cap, there's a red cap that says Native American Veteran. And he was real about it. He was real about Native stuff or whatever. He's just like a white dude, but he might have been Cherokee. And I guess he was a veteran, so I was like, hell yeah, nice hat. I was kind of just gassing up everything he did.
Hell yeah.
And he's like, hell yeah. And then like minutes later, after showing me a bunch of other crazy shit, he was like, yeah, I feel kind of bad. I stole that hat from a cemetery. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, this veteran hat. Yeah, and he lifts it back up. He's like, that's why I hide it under this camo hat, because I want to wear it.
But you don't want to like have stolen valor. You don't want to be the guy that fucking.
But he still just wants to know he's wearing it, even though he could just wear one fucking hat.
Honestly, it's a little disrespectful to the person that died.
But a little bit. But then he said they would have wanted me to wear it. He said they would have wanted me to wear it
because he knows.
He knows. That's what he kept saying. He robbed a Native veteran's grave.
I know they wanted me to have this fucking.
And then he hiked up here and said, "Check it out. Check out my new hat."
So how are we gonna get this dude on the show?
I've given him a number twice. Oh, he got arrested recently out of Walmart.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? They listed his belongings. One of them was sunglasses. I think it was my sunglasses. Yeah, dude.
Well, whenever he gets out,
he stole a case of beer and a box of wine, and he went to the bathroom and chugged all of it. And then he came out and he was extremely fucking belligerent and drunk, and they called the cops on him.
Yeah, public talks.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's in a Walmart and just stole like $25, $30 in alcohol and just chugged it.
And some days Walmart's just like that.
Pretty badass,
just,
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I've given him my contact info several times. I said, come by anytime.
I can't believe he stole it from a cemetery, dude. Speaking of cemeteries, dude, what's you guys' favorite fucking cemetery story, man? Like, yeah.
Well, you start.
Yeah,
dude. So I got one for you guys. So there's this one time, right, where I went into a cemetery, right? And in this specific cemetery, right, it's not too far away from here, actually. It's actually going out towards, I don't know if you guys have ever been to the Sequoia Club, but it's out near there. Near that part of town. And so you go out to Park Hill, right, and you go up to a cemetery that's in the area. And this certain cemetery, dude, is fucking known for having a lot of activity going on at it, because it has a gravestone in there that has a pentagram on it. Like, right? So that's
a pentagram on a gravestone?
On a gravestone, yeah. Back in there. So you go into it. There's this creepy feeling, right, that I had the first time that I ever went in there. Right, we stopped basically at the forefront of it, and then we just got out, and then we went searching for that gravestone on foot. And this was with a handful of friends. Like, oh, jeez, dude, I must have been 18, 19, so years ago. But
that's what you do when you're a kid, though. You just wander into cemeteries and trespass and find sand houses.
Oh yeah, you gotta find creepy shit.
Yeah, dude. It had to have been 7 years ago at least, but we go up in there, right, and we're searching around in there, and we find that gravestone finally with the pentagram on it, dude. And then all of a sudden, as soon as we came up there, dude, all of us just got the feeling like we were being watched, and we were like, "What the fuck?" Like, yeah, dude. Like, we looked all around, there was nobody else there with us, and we were just like, that's weird.
You sure it wasn't the Star of David?
No, dude, it was not. Yeah,
the pentagram had 5 points?
It had 5 points. It was a 5-point pentagram, dude.
I wonder what that symbol was used for. Like, 'cause, I mean, that seems pretty shocking nowadays. Whenever, like, I mean, it's not as shocking nowadays, but back in the day, that was a pretty shocking symbol to see in a religious place with the pentagram. Like, that was like the marker.
Well,
of the devil.
in just like a little graveyard around here too, dude. It's just so unassuming. But it's like, okay, so it's like black, kind of grayish black, like kind of like marble stone, right? And then like, yeah, dude, etched into it is a pentagram, and it's definitely a pentagram.
Is that what you're getting on your fucking tombstone?
An anarchy symbol.
The anarchy symbol, yeah, you honestly, yeah.
It's a big circle A.
You should do like a Steve-O portrait of yourself on the gravestone.
That actually, people have those now. That's a thing.
Just portraits of themselves on the
Yeah,
gravestone.
I've seen that now.
I've seen that before.
But okay, so back to the subject though, man. So I've had friends that have literally been followed by something out of that gravestone, but they didn't know it at the time, man. Like, yeah, dude. They had no idea. So apparently their girlfriends were waiting for them in the car, right, as they went up and looked at this shit. And it was like daytime, right? And something started following them back. Like something that was apparently like, it looked like something in a gray, like, cloak.
Huh.
Or something like that.
It wasn't Slender Man.
Like,
it wasn't a fucking, like, creature.
Yeah.
Might have been a cardigan.
Might have been a cardigan. Might have been a pullover, bro.
Yeti Bob.
Just a fucking sweater stuck on a branch somewhere.
He's wearing some Hey Dudes.
He's wearing some Hey Dudes, bro.
It's the lamest name for a shoe ever. I didn't know the shoe's name until last year.
I just learned that.
Yeah, I was like, hey, dude, hey. Was it the knockoff Hey Dudes or like, what's up, man? Or
What's up, man?
What's good, dog?
What's good, dog?
Bro houses.
So, like, I don't necessarily have... I have one cemetery story, and I have a cemetery fact. Like, a fucking... My favorite cemetery, and I have a cemetery story.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That's the noise Mason makes whenever he sees a vape. Ooh, yeah, give me
I'm a fucking gribber.
So,
yo, that boy...
I'm gonna suck that.
Super grim.
What about Graybar?
He's like, I'm a super grim.
So, my favorite graveyard is... There's one in Pegs, and so I need to tell the whole story one of these days when we have more time on the podcast. But if you didn't know, there's a period of time in the 20s where Pegs was actually bigger than Tahlequah. Pegs was actually about twice the size. It had a bank, it had a movie theater, it would have more people. It was a bigger place. And then, what was the third deadliest tornado in Oklahoma history, I think it was the third deadliest in Oklahoma history, and it's in the top 20 in U.S. history happened, and it killed like a large percentage of the population. It destroyed a bunch of the buildings, and it never recovered, right? And so there's all these dirt roads back there where you see like old fucking businesses and old houses that people don't inhabit. So there's two cemeteries in Pegs. There's one called the Old Peg Cemetery, there's one called the New Peg Cemetery. And if you die, you go to the New Peg Cemetery. Now, the old one is on this back road in the old part where it's the only cemetery I've seen where none of it is symmetrical. None of it is parallel. None of the gravestones are lined up. Some of them are just rocks. Some of them are just rocks and sticks with no names or nothing written on it. And none of them are, like, it's not like a polite, clean row of cemeteries. It's like a bunch of rocks and weird gravestones and unmarked things. Like, there's this odd vibe because it's built in the process of natural disaster. Let me hit this vape real quick, and I'll tell you the funny cemetery story I have. It's a Christmas story, too, actually. We're getting close to Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
It'll fit in well.
Sounds like that might have been sort of the opposite of a Christmas miracle. Like, a Christmas unmiracle. Instead of like, little Jimmy made it. It's like, got him. You know? A little ICP reference there.
Well, I am not too familiar with them. I respect Juggalos. I respect them as a family. I respect them as like a group. But I respect their music. I wouldn't want to fight one. That's all I'm saying.
If you are sad because you are poor, go into a rich man's grave and dig him up.
He's probably got a 20 in his pocket anyway, right?
So, friend of the show, Tobias, knew that I was more limited than Jay. I think the statute of limitations on this has ran out. What's the statute of limitations on grave robbing?
I'm like,
Statute of limitations on grave robbing? Yeah, actually, can somebody Google that?
I don't think it...
that's not important.
It's not that important? Okay.
Dude, this was like 10 years ago.
In Minecraft, one time.
Back in the 1920s, you see.
So, I have pretty broken, fucked up holidays all the time because I have like a bad family and shit. And so usually like Thanksgiving for me is like just me sitting alone with like a fucking cigarette in like a trailer somewhere just thinking. Just me with a cigarette just thinking. That's usually what Thanksgiving and Christmas
Are you thinking until there's nothing you ain't thunk?
I thought all the thoughts I could thunk. I thought all the thoughts I could thunk until I couldn't thunk no more. I went thunking. No, so my holidays are rough. Tobias knows this. He lives in the right, and he had some shit he was gonna do. He's gonna come back on Christmas Day because he didn't want me alone in Jay by myself on Christmas Day, right? Like, that just sounded fucking bad, right? So he comes back. He's like, "No, we'll do something. We'll go see Spider-Man No Way Home." and we'll go to the old cemetery in Southwest City, Missouri, the Polson Cemetery there. Like, okay, that's cool. We're driving up. There's like, yeah, just so you know, I think that like if police die in their line of duty, they get buried with like a service weapon, right? So like, why don't we just get one of these fucking guns off one of these dead cops? Like, why don't we just dig up one of these and get the fucking Glock? Like, what? Like, Tobias, what are we doing? No, dude, no. Where are we going? What the fuck? He's like, you know who else is buried here? Friend of the show, not friend of the show. Person referenced the show a lot. Stan Wadey. Stan Wadey is buried in Southwest City, Missouri, at this fucking cemetery.
Cherokee Confederate General Stan Wadey.
Right, the last general surrender in the Civil War for the Confederacy.
His name was Catawba, means standing up.
Standing up.
Well, he's 6 feet deep in Southwest City, Missouri, and we're driving out there, and Tobias is talking all this shit. She's like, fuck him. I'm gonna fucking take his shit, fuck him. And like, we're in a row of Confederate fucking graves from the Civil War, and we get to Stan Wadey's grave. And on Stan Wadey's grave, there lies like a cheap cross you may buy for like a funeral parlor thing that's dug into the ground. And Tobias is like, let's do it, let's go. He takes a rock out and starts beating the fucking ground out with the rock until there's a hole. He didn't have a shovel, he made a shovel with a rock. And then he sat there and he pulled the fucking cross out and pulled the coins off Stan Wadey's grave and took everything and threw it in the car. And then that cross sat in our trailer for a year. Stan Wadey's cross sat in our trailer for a year, okay? In that year I lived in jail after that. I went to jail twice. Tobias' dad died. We got evicted. His baby mama had another kid with her own uncle. Everything went to shit. So then Christmas of the next year, after the horn, I was like, we gotta get this fucking cross out of here. Why is this here? We are cursed. We are fucking cursed. We are fucking cursed. This is fucked up. Like, no, fuck them. I'm gonna sell it. Let's sell it. Let's fucking, like, dude, I don't know if I'm gonna hold on to this. We drove back a year later, Christmas week, and we dropped the cross back off. And I had to scream at him and not him take more coins off Stan Wadey's old Catawba. Say Catawba, what was his name?
Catawba.
Catawba, off old Catawba's grave. And he was,
Catawba's.
yeah. So that's that was my cemetery story of just some weird grave robbing experience. Twice is a cool guy. And I'm glad that we got that back, because I think that was cursing. It fucked my life up. I hope I go to prison for telling that one.
No, that's pretty tight.
Yeah.
He's
happened
literally
back in Minecraft,
hustling
bro.
human remains right now.
Yeah.
I know he listens to all the episodes, so one day he'll hear this. I don't think he cares at all. I love Tobias so much.
Dude,
He's been hustling books. He's been hustling books.
He's about to make like $4,000.
That's fucking awesome. What the fuck?
Yeah, I'll tell you, a $20 investment. He went to one of those bin stores in Grove, and they had a whole bunch of college textbooks on a rack.
It was like $20, $30, right?
Yeah, it was like $20, $30, and he bought all of them, and then he looked at the value. They're all from 2018 or newer, and a lot of them are in good condition. If they were all in perfect condition, they'd be worth $4,000. He's hoping for about $2-3 grand.
He's already hit like
he shipped out most of
2
them
or
already.
3 already.
He hasn't gotten paid yet, but he shipped out most of them, and he'll know in like a couple days.
Nice.
He just gets robbed of his books he spent $20 on, but it feels like a lot more.
Nah, you fucking won that one. Why is it? And the key to that is no one in Grove knows that college textbooks are that expensive because nobody's been to school because everybody's a fucking idiot. Because they don't know how much. Books don't cost money. Fuck you. Books ain't worth a shit. Books don't fucking sell for nothing.
That's just Grove.
Yeah, fuck that place. Fuck that fucking place. Mason, you got some cemetery stories?
I got a casino, or I have a not casino. I have that canoe in the Grove Casino.
Yeah, I've seen it. There's a fly dead on it.
There's a couple, right?
It's just sitting there. There's immortalized forever.
And Tommy Wildcat's guarding it.
Wildcat's guarding.
They used a wax model of a Cherokee flute player, Tommy Wildcat's face. He's a chunky fella, the thick daddy, and but they put him on like a ripped fucking
Chunky
brown native body mannequin. They put his like head.
I've seen the
on,
man.
like-
I didn't know that was supposed to be Tommy Wildcat.
That's Tommy Wildcat's face. No, that is his fucking
Tommy
face. They
Wildcat's
casted his
likeness,
face.
Yeah.
That like we need a real Cherokee. This is like a chubby uncle's face, and put him in like a
Like a ripped
a
body,
ripped
you know,
20-year-old's
ripped
fucking
like
body
that.
guarding my canoe. But back in the village, whenever I worked at the Heritage Center, we were out there burning a canoe out and working on it, and you make them by burning them out the old school way, and so whoever was working on it had to go to like lunch, or they took a call or something happened, and they're like, "Hey, I'm going to lunch. Can you just watch the canoe, Tommy? Just make sure it doesn't burn the fuck up." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll watch it." They go off to lunch. Instantly, Tommy gets like a phone call. He's like just chit-chatting away, blah blah blah. And I was like, "Huh?" And he hangs up the phone call, goes back to the canoe. Oh fuck! And it's completely like burnt down to the ground. And so everyone comes back from lunch, and Tommy let the canoe catch on fire. It just fucking burned it out. And now they have him guard my canoe in Grove. That shit's gonna fucking catch on fire. Mannequin Tommy's gonna accidentally set my canoe on fire.
He's gonna go to lunch, bro. He's gonna get a mannequin lunch.
So my mom was really obsessed with historical figures from history, and she went and would go find their graves. She'd go to graveyards and find out, like she wanted to find out where Ned Christie's grave was. She wanted to find out, like,
Oh, hell yeah.
Zeke Proctor, all these historical outlaws, like Cherokee Bill, or fucking who are those people that died outside of Stillwell in a car or something? It was not like it was not Jesse James.
Pretty Boy Floyd.
Pretty Boy Floyd. Yeah.
There's a lot of mythology around Pretty Boy Floyd in this region of the country for some reason.
And, North Indian Territory
too,
at the time was just very and I have a family connection to Bellstar, and so that helped her like.
Hey, don't be saying names. Don't be snitching on fucking gangsters in the 20s.
Bellstar married into a native family of the Stars, and so she just used that last name and then started committing a bunch of
They all
crimes.
used to come out to like our little valley whenever I was growing up, dude. I heard, dude, because we were a big Indian community and we didn't give a fuck, bro, as long as they partied, you know what I mean? They drank, they smoked.
That's why people came into Indian Territory and be like, you drank, you smoked.
Which is weird because alcohol was illegal for a long time too.
It was, but natives loved like everyone who, if you couldn't have it, you wanted it more, and so.
Yep.
Back to the graveyard thing. I'd drive around when I was like a little kid, like 7 years old. My mom would be like, "Let's go out into the middle of a cornfield and find like this old grave. Like it'll be a cornfield with no road access to this graveyard right in the middle of it. And legally, you're allowed to drive over the corn stalks to get to it if your family or whatever you're trying to get to a grave." And so my mom's in her fucking like old Jeep and just plowing through a cornfield. And me and Jaden, my little brother, we're just hot and sweat. We hate it's a hot July day. We're in a cornfield, going to a graveyard. We're being bribed with ice cream to shut the fuck up. And we go to this.
What kind of fucking field trip is that? You're going to go see fucking corn? You're going to go see fucking...
We're seeing graveyards in the middle of a cornfield. This is my mom. Yeah,
that sounds really fun. That sounds really fucking...
Now looking back, it was kind of badass. But it sounds like I would fucking do that right now. But when I was a kid, I was like, I want to go fucking just... run around, not in a fucking cornfield. Well, whenever they would cut cornfields, that was actually pretty fun because it was clear. This is just a hot day. I wanted fucking ice cream, and now we're out here, and she's trying to take all these pictures with her camera of these gravestones, but they keep showing up like gray or blank, like her camera. Even though it was working fine, she thought her camera was fucking up, and she went and she took a picture of me and Jaden, and we were on the other side of the little. Like there's like the graveyard and a little square, and right outside of it. So she's in the graveyard taking a picture of us outwards with no graveyard view. The picture's fine. And there's like a gray smudge in the corner, and then she turns back around and then thinks, "Okay, my camera's fine." It wasn't her phone; it was like a little camera. And
the disposable ones you get from Walmart.
Not a disposable one. It was like a decent, like rechargeable electric one, like whatever. And so she was taking pictures, and it still was just doing gray. And then she swore that. I don't know. They didn't want their fucking pictures being taken or some shit. And then she sees that gray smudge in the picture of us, and she's like, "That's the spirit. That's the spirit right there who prevented my picture taken."
Right. Well, that actually was a saturation issue.
A saturation issue?
Yeah. It was just like dust or like the way the picture fucking. It's just that's a common thing. There's also the orbs. You ever seen the orbs?
That was I think what she was interpreting the smudge.
That's a very common thing. That's a very common thing.
That was. The orb I was willing to like let pass, but no, it looked like a smooth gray color, like it just didn't take anything, like it wasn't even a picture, didn't render. She wasn't putting it in the sun, really. The sun was right on top of us, so it was
she didn't take it while she was. So you had direct.
She went out and took like several pictures and like tried to get it, and each of them just turned up gray. Yeah, that's what made it strange. And I remember as a kid thinking that was like scary as fuck, and I was like, "Get us the fuck out of here." Some crazy shit.
Ghosts aren't as scary when you don't believe in them.
They are not, yeah.
I don't know what that is, but if you just stay skeptical, you're like, nah, they ain't, you
just
do that
say
the whole,
no.
Nah, they ain't, nah, that shit's not real, fucking nah. But aliens, that's a little different.
But aliens.
Justin, do you have some cemetery stories? You want to tell a cemetery story? You got one? Anything on the subject of graveyards or cemeteries? How specific?
So, God, this is terrible.
Is it?
No, not really. When I was a little kid with my cousins, like, our grandparent was a Navy vet, and so we'd go over to the National Cemetery, and like they do decoration and all the good, good shit. We're doing good stuff, and so me and my cousins are over there, and we're just jet setting around the cemetery, dude. We're getting rich. We're finding all this change everywhere. It's like, man, I'm gonna be able to.
You get the coins.
Oh
too.
my god, we didn't know. Like, apparently, when you go visit a military cemetery, like somebody that you know is like you put a penny down. If you went to basic with them, you put a nickel.
I didn't know that.
If you served with them, there's like a dime. If you were there when they passed away, you put a quarter. There's a whole like thing about it, and so like we're out there just robbing the dead guys.
Is Allie TikToking right now? Allie, we're podcasting, please. No, I'm just.
Well, I guess we both grave robbed evidently, or were participating in it, so it makes me feel a little better. But
Yeah, except for I was just a happy little child picking up change.
Right, I was 22.
I wasn't out there taking advantage of somebody's grave. Just like, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. I'm gonna get his shit.
Wait, so what? Did your parents find out you were out there taking the change?
Oh yeah. So we're out there getting the change. I'm walking in sounding like Chingy, you know. I'm all like,
It's probably like a video game, dude. As a child, you know what I mean? It's like a video game, you know what I mean? Like,
so I walk up and my World War II veteran grandpa is out there, and he's like, "What you got there, son?" You know, Happy was like, "I got all this change." He's like,
"Oh,
well,
where'd you get all of it from, sonny boy?"
Don't touch it anymore. Just go get in the car. Like I could tell, I fucked up.
Like so you can't go back and put the change back on the grave.
No, I'm like 6 or something like that, or 8, and. Like, I think that's probably the only time that I got that I really want to fuck your shit up right now look from my grandpa, but that was the day, bro. Like, he was like, they died for this country, and you're fixing to also, little motherfucker. Get out of here with that shit. And
you stole the change off the veteran?
Yes, I had no idea. It wasn't just me either. It was like me and
left money out here
2 or 3 other kids. They're out there, like, snatching change off of the...
That's what they're for.
Bad.
That's what the coins are
the
for.
bag, getting that dough.
Well, you think the guy's using them?
Using what?
The guy buried, is he using the coins?
Well, it's a symbolic symbol.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
It's
I think it dates back to the
honor
days
thing.
on the eyes.
Yeah.
Probably at night. Yeah.
No, dude, those brave children, grave robbing.
I'm sure some of them like, hey, I could have used the money when I was alive, like before I died on the streets as an alcoholic.
Yeah, that's kind of
an
insult,
take care
right?
of veterans.
If some shit follows you back, though,
So you can take. So far, we know of taking hats off veterans' graves. We know taking change off veterans' graves. We're taking the crosses off veterans' graves. The theme here is robbing veterans' graves. That's the message of today's episode.
Oh, my mom actually has a few fucking pieces of gravestones.
How common is robbing veterans' graves? And like,
okay, so my mom took it so there was a gravestone that got run over by a tractor in the cornfield. This fucking idiot was drunk on a tractor and backed into and like destroyed like 8 graves and just drove over them. And so there's like a bunch of fragmented gravestones.
You think I got fired and he kept his job?
He probably didn't say anything. That's what happened, and no one noticed it because it's a tiny, tiny fucking cemetery. And
by the way, if you're listening, you didn't get a message. That is just us getting messages. If you're listening in your car, you didn't get a message. Don't get into a driving accident.
Oh yeah, no, check your phone, dude. Check your phone right now.
Yeah.
Check your phone. I need to fucking sound.
The bitches keep hitting us up, dude.
Dude, our new girlfriend.
Our new girlfriend?
Yeah. Dude, she's wild.
Okay, but finish the goddamn grave story.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm fucking gay, and I like to suck.
Wait, what?
One time I sucked dick in a cornfield, and it tasted like corn.
That's normal in Kansas.
Well,
That's just summer in Kansas.
Kansas.
that's what it's like being a woman from Wichita.
We're a man.
No, I'm a transgender woman.
You can identify as what you want to in this country.
What do you think? I don't know that. You think I'm not actively participating in that right now by saying, "Hey,
What's your preferred
what a
pronouns?
wonderful time today"? What?
What's your preferred pronouns?
My Zimzer.
Zimzer?
Yeah.
So like, so Zay is Zay a thing or is that?
Dude, did you just call me a faggot just now?
Oh shit, my bad.
God damn it,
Dude, ready to cancel Hunter?
Yeah, dude,
We're gonna get canceled so fucking hard, dude. We're gonna, this is already.
Yeah, I say zoot
You
zoot
already
self. Zoot and zoot self.
Zoot?
Yeah.
Like a...
Yeah, I talk about myself in third person. Yeah.
Because
You like the penguin guy?
Is that what that's from?
Yeah.
I derailed the fuck out of this. Okay, let's ask Justin some questions. I'm running this thing into the goddamn ground, guys. You're here to listen to it. Justin, you ready to get interrogated? You ready for us to ask some hard-hitting questions? Are you ready? We didn't write anything down. I know you guys got
while the
this.
scarecrow's watching me.
You better throw it, brother. Throw it like a fucking teenager after prom. Like, throw it out there.
All right, dude, have you heard of the Buddhist way, like the life of suffering, right? Have you heard of like the Buddhist hell, right? There's Nirvana, right? And everybody knows about that, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
Kurt
knows
Cobain.
about the grunge band from Seattle.
I like to call him Coke or Bang.
Yeah, dude.
Like the rapper?
Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain.
Kurt.
There's a rapper named that.
Oh, really?
Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
Cobain.
Cobain. Yeah. I think it's Cobain, right? It's Cobain. Anthony, it's Cobain. You know this guy. Fucking. Because I heard about it while I was at Dexter's house. I remember that
you
we
heard
were
about a rapper one time?
Yeah, like he was talking about a rapper named Kurt Cobain.
Kirk
and he's talking
Cobain, maybe.
Kurt, is it Kurt Cobain?
Yeah,
okay, that's what it was.
Kurt
It's like a fucking.
You said squirt.
Well, fuck, I got beef with that guy. He's gonna fucking kick my. He's gonna kill me too.
That's
Fucking rough.
So Nirvana's.
So Nirvana, so the life of suffering, right, is like their hell, right? It's just like, okay, so it's like pain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pain is like their ultimate fucking gain, dude. Like down there, man. Like, yeah, dude. And it's like it like involves like whipping yourself and shit, dude, and like fucking like all kinds of like
getting
punishment, right? Yeah, dude. But also like.
Harlan, what the fuck was the question?
Wait,
He's talking about Eastern philosophy,
We were
dude.
talking about Eastern philosophy, right?
Shut up, he's getting philosophical, dude.
What's up, philosophy? What's up, philosophy? I know you.
philosophy.
So yeah, continue, Hunter, on the train.
No,
I
keep
was
going,
totally
keep
following.
going.
I was totally following where you're going with this.
Buddhists
No,
whip themselves, and
Yeah,
then
dude.
there's Nirvana's the band.
There's Nirvana
Kurt Cobain
is the fucking like yeah, dude. And
They're
then
from
pain
Portland?
is the hell, dude. Wait, what? Yes, yeah. Buddhists are from Portland.
Yeah, and
There are some.
That's not
So-
kick the Nirvana thought out of the head. Like yeah, dude. Like the Nirvana. Okay, so the part that matters is the life of suffering, right? And the life of suffering, you basically go through like your own fucking
That's a Foo
like
Fighters
you just like instead of a life of enlightenment and like thinking and just like peace and shit like that, it's just like a life of torment and like a life of pain and like a life of hell, dude. Like yeah.
So
dude.
teach you that, I'm gonna fight you. Let's get on.
I'm down.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It's yeah,
wouldn't-
dude.
I wouldn't
And,
do too
that's
good.
also part of it, though, dude. Fighting is definitely one of it. So I
Fighting's
guess
not
that's
part of
like-
Buddhism.
Yeah, I think it would be in the life of hell. I think it would be a fight of
Hey.
sorts. Maybe not like a physical one.
as a
you know
woman
what I
from
mean,
Wichita,
man? Like, yeah,
Kansas,
dude.
I can vouch for all that.
Whoever Wichita, Kansas are bitches. They're fucking hoes, dude. They're fucking lame as
If
fuck.
you call me bitch again, I'll cry right now.
Well,
Well,
go to
you-
your safe space then.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, like, Buddhist monks have definitely got to be the baddest motherfuckers in the world, because you hear people all the time. Oh,
They haven't jerked off for
yeah,
years, dude.
I got
Imagine the
in
restraint.
a fight with a Marine. I got in a fight with an army.
Imagine if I was
You
a
don't-
Shaolin monk.
You don't ever hear anybody talking about getting in a fight with one of them, because they're all dead. Like, they just kill
They
them.
fucking got with the hook swords and the nunchucks and the
You don't fight one of them. You just walk up and
They
die.
hit him with a chi blast. They
With a
fucking,
chi
okay, so
blast?
wait, who do you think is do you think you could fuck with a Shaolin monk?
With a Shaolin monk?
No.
Dude,
No.
I will go
Not
to the
con-
top of the temple and make them my wife.
Okay, look, dude. People go after them all the fucking time. They go after Shaolin monks all the
Asian
fucking
hate
time.
crimes.
Yeah, dude, no. It's just they want to test that shit, dude. They want to
You got Marky Mark going up there, just beating up Asian guys at a Shaolin temple.
God.
Yeah, I'm fucking crazy. I fucking hate Shaolin temple guys. I'm fucking Mark Wahlberg.
I hate monks.
I hate fucking
I don't
monks.
like the robes.
Hey,
I don't
where
like
you
the
kidding?
haircut.
I'm from fucking... Wait, Baltimore?
He's from Boston.
I'm from fucking Boston. I fucking hate Shaolin. I'm fucking crazy. He did beat it. I'm doing it right.
That's
yeah,
that
you
is
nailed it.
one. Yeah.
No. He did beat up the Asian Vietnamese guy.
So,
right?
So we don't
how
even
to
need-
fight. They have to know how to fight, right? Because
Yeah.
people are probably going to be
Right.
like, "Yeah, dude, I want to test their shit, man." I heard recently that dude that kept on going into like he kept on like going into like separate boxing studios and like fucking just like fucking charging at people. You know, dude, just fucking underhanded.
Oh, I know who you're
fighting,
talking
like,
about.
His name
Yeah.
is Charlie something.
Yeah.
Wait, the guy in China?
Yeah.
Were you the guy in China?
No.
No.
The guy here. He's
Yeah.
from
Oh,
here.
fuck.
Yeah,
Kimbo
dude, in
Slice?
the U.S. No. I can't remember the fucking like his Charlie something, dude. But he's notorious
Charlie
for just
Daniels.
like not waiting for people to like put their guard up, dude. He'll just start fucking boxing you and
Devil
shit.
came
dude.
down to
Yeah,
the
dude,
Shaolin
it's just like
temple.
really dirty, like underhanded shit, right? And then he wound up getting boxed up by like who was it? Muhammad Ali's like grandson? Or,
Oh yeah.
dude, yeah.
He has a granddaughter that's fighting, and then he has a grandson that's fighting. Still, if I understand
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
He died like not even that long ago, but he was just one of the people where he was mentally gone. Muhammad Ali was like,
Yeah.
that's one of the sports where if you take so many shots to the head over a prolonged period of time, your brain just becomes I just you can't fucking. So he was alive. He was alive for the last 10 years, but he was in a he was not Muhammad Ali. He was
Muhammad Ali.
yeah, much more.
He wasn't Muhammad Ali. He was like Muhammad.
Mumble
So this guy tries to come in, he tries to box up Muhammad Ali's grandson, and Muhammad Ali's grandson absolutely fucking schools
Destroys
him,
him,
right?
yeah.
He just fucking destroys
The Shaolin
him.
guy?
No, the Charlie Daniels guy. So recently what happened... Okay, so this is linking to that.
Neville
right?
came down
This
to
is-
Wuhan.
This is linking to that. So,
Looking for some
this
bonus.
motherfucker- this
Chinese
motherfucker-
Charlie Daniels. Devil came down to Georgia.
This motherfucker, as I recently understand it, dude, went down and tried to fuck with it like a monk, right, dude? And then he wound up getting his shit kicked. Right?
Wait, so he found. Wait, so this guy went back to China, found a monk in his own.
Had recently went to China, right, and he tried to fight one of the Shaolin monks, right, and then got his fucking head kicked in. As I understand it, dude. I saw the video the other day, man.
I heard they sucked each other off.
So wait. Go ahead. Keep going.
Though I will say, man, like, dude, like that shit's like that's gotta hurt, bro. Like, this fucking gets kicked in the fucking head.
Do you think it
bro. Like,
started off?
He's waiting for like the fucking punch, right? And the punch never comes. It's just like a.
Yeah, you just blink real fast and you wake up on the ground with a fucking monk over you. Like you just see red and yellow. And
You
some
forget your
flutter.
flight to China. You like don't know what's happening.
Dude, could you imagine? Okay, Mason, if you we went to the bar and like we were at the bar and then some little Asian dude started going up to you and talking shit, and then you were like being all confident
Dude,
about it, and then you just woke up on the ground. You just woke up
Let's
on the
stop
fucking
right
ground.
there. If a little Asian guy is coming up to me,
Yeah.
what is he saying?
He's like, "Hey, yo, fuck your fucking
Wait,
gay ass shoes."
that's how he
Fuck your gay
sounds.
ass
That's
ass.
how the Shaolin
He
monk
sounds like me, but he's a little Asian guy.
Sounds like you. So he's from here. He's a little guy from here.
Yeah, a little Asian.
Are you
guy
sure he's
from here.
Asian?
So
Are you sure
He
he's not Choctaw?
could be Turkey.
He's Southern
Yeah.
US Asian.
So Matt Factor
Southern
comes up
US
to me and
Asian.
starts talking shit.
Somebody.
I love Matt Factor. He just starts talking about
I'm just saying, every once in a while, those guys know kung fu. They might.
Yeah, no,
have
Matt Factor would fuck me up. That dude does like MMA shit.
Oh, dude, like Matt knows all kinds of fighting styles. I love Matt, dude. He's one of my
Dude, what a fucking G.
Well, no,
That's what I'm saying. So Matt Factor comes up to me and starts saying, "What up, church?"
Like,
but he's Chinese.
He's actually Chinese. He's like a monk. He's like a little Chinese monk.
So I just see Matt.
So you start laughing,
Matt Factor
yeah.
in like saffron robes. He comes in and he's got a beer hat and he's like,
Just tell him Sinale and walk away.
"Tell him tomorrow, tomorrow, then, tomorrow, then."
and then tomorrow you come
Okay.
back up.
The Shaolin monk came up
it's
to me
always
at
Sinale.
Nets and was a real Shaolin monk.
So how'd you handle it, dude?
He would come up to me and he barely knows English. He'd be like, "You, fat bitch, suck, bitch."
Gay ass bandana, fucking crackhead.
Banana, suck, fuck you, fuck. And I wouldn't be able to, I'd be dying.
Dying is fair. You wouldn't be able to do it. You wouldn't be able to
You
do
just
it.
said if a tiny man who barely knew English.
Yeah, if he can't be trying to start to fuck
He's
with
in
you.
robes. I'd be like, cool.
What if he started
I'd be like,
shoving
did
you?
Cole pay you to do this? That's what would happen.
Your
I'd be like,
birthday.
are you Matt Factor or did Cole pay you to do this?
Dude, I need to fucking do this now. I need to fucking pay a little Chinese guy to go start fucking with me trying to fight you.
Pay him like money to actually.
What if he
fight
actually
me.
swung on you? What would you do? What would you fucking do if you fucking got swung on by a little tiny...
I can't even comprehend. I would start losing my sense of reality.
You wouldn't even try to defend yourself?
Batman's getting like a small foot in my head.
Real
Man's
fast.
right now.
I didn't even know he wasn't standing. Now he's in the air.
I
I just wake
don't
up
know.
on the ground and I'm like, Matt, and it's still the Chinese guy. Like, no, and he kicks me.
Then you go back down again. Like, oh, fuck.
Matt Factor?
Say Matt Factor in a Chinese accent.
Matt Factor.
Matt Factor. Matt Factor. I got a text from this girl. She used to live above me, and she works at the gas station. I got a text from her at like 3:30 in the morning, and she just sent, "Who is Matt Factor?" And I don't even know who Matt Factor is. I just got a text at 3 o'clock in the morning from Whitney. That lady, I got a text from her. She's like, "Who is Matt Factor?" I was like, I don't even want to start. What
Is
the
she
fuck?
doing
No.
Jeopardy with
She's over
you?
here fucking texting like Alice Trebek. What if?
Who is? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that is. I don't know.
Oh, I think in Vietnamese, motherfucker is Dong Man.
What the fuck?
Really? Well, I knew a lot of Vietnamese kids in Fort Smith. And Dong Man means like fuck you or motherfucker. Or
Did
something.
you just try to like culture?
I mean, it
claim
sounds like you're
Vietnamese
asking to
sportsman
me, 'cause
kids?
it's
Did you
really
just try
Yeah,
to-
well,
Don't man.
you have to learn what that is, or you're at the butt of the joke. It's like not knowing Watali here.
right.
Yeah.
I had to tell my roommates with
Utah.
Yodag, man.
Yeah, so if you don't know words, key bullying words, you gotta pick up on that.
Yeah, because you don't know people talking shit. People know the Spanish ones from an early age. But then I bet they find their way around it. I'm sure.
Oh,
they're
dude,
real
there is
dumb,
probably
yeah.
so many euphemisms that we don't even fucking know. Like, yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, Spanish is like it's more of a simple language for swearing, right?
Yeah, well, a simple language. No, you can
It's
get
more
very
complicated.
creative.
Okay.
And well, actually, it depends on the
Well,
person.
You can
be
yeah.
a terrible.
Yeah, you can fucking take the basics and fucking dude, slang that shit the fuck up. Like,
You can have the equivalent of "fuck you, bitch, motherfucker, bitch, you fucking
Yeah.
dumb bitch." You can have that equivalent in any language, I think.
What's the redneck accent?
In
Mexico or Spain or anything Spanish?
that was just like
redneck
the energy of that type of slurring you can translate over to like.
But like if the way you say it is
puto, perro, puto.
the way you say it is that there's stank on the fucking words, bitch, fucking fuck you, bitch, fucking cunt, fucking bitch, fucker, fucking. That's different than fucker, bitch, cunt, fucker, bitch, cunt. Like fuck, I can't undo it. I'm a little drunk right now. Fucking. But like in a neutral, you say some swear words. Say them in a neutral tone. You're from California, Hunter.
Wait, I'm from California.
Yeah, you're actually from Long Beach, dude.
Fort, beach, waves, surf.
Hang 10, like radical.
Hang 10.
Gnarly.
Like what's
Gnarly, dude.
in Spanish? How do you
Alright,
like
so,
stank
like,
on the word?
I don't know,
Put
dude.
stank, I will put stank on the word.
Yeah, is there a way to do
Just add adjectives. Just
Okay.
add fucking adjectives.
It's like an accent.
Yeah. Or like just.
I'd say
Say
just
the
slang
words.
it up, bro.
Yeah.
Like in Cherokee, right? Ikshi. Like you can say ikshi or you can just say iksh. Yeah,
Well,
dude.
well, with Cherokee, you can say like.
A lot of shit like that. Yeah, dude. You can say a lot of shit. You can say a lot of iksh.
Well,
We've done
it's
issues.
essentially something. Yeah. I don't know.
I always thought that it meant mostly meth.
But Cherokees, we didn't have cussing in our language really until people got sent to residential schools. So other than that, you're just being an insulting. Some cultures might not have, I guess, that sense of.
Maybe they might incorporate it more. I would say.
And maybe some words or cultures that have cuss words or curse words. I don't really know.
I mean, I feel like that changes.
Maybe
like,
nowadays we all do. Like if you're.
I mean, like I said, you can slang it up. Dude, slang
If
is
some,
like something
if
that
some of the
I
cultures saying like
definitely do
fuck
not
all the time, you gotta
understand,
figure out what
but,
that means in
something.
your language.
Yeah.
Is
I'd
fuck
like
that
to
common in
understand
every
it,
language? Is fuck
Something
like that?
as like an well apparently fuck traces its ancestry back to Proto-Indo-European time.
No, it does fucking not. Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
No, it's an English thing.
No, well
It means
it comes from
fornicate under command of the king.
huh?
It means like fornicate under the command of the king is how
No,
it
it
is.
doesn't.
It doesn't.
No. It comes from the word like puk or pugness, and which is where the word pugilism comes from also.
Boxing.
Yeah. Like
dude.
so, puk comes from like to strike or to slap. So I think it's like an old representation of like the sound, the descriptive sound of like fuck, or puk, puk, puk.
It's
And so
onomatopoeia.
they found cognates with other languages, their versions of the word. And they traced it back down the family tree to like some caveman who were like, book.
That was the first fucking meeting.
That was the first.
Like, you couldn't have a fucking meeting before that.
just like two Neanderthals.
They got together and they were like,
Fuck.
let's use this sound for a word. Like,
Yeah.
Could you imagine
fuck
if you
this
had
meeting.
never heard that word and you're sitting there in the cave and we're sitting there just hanging out looking and then you like drop something, you like drop your fucking thing that you're banging into the fire and like you drop in your toe and fuck! And then it's like, whoa, what was that? Holy shit, dude! How did you
I was
say
like, I'm gonna say that when I heard my
what?
foot.
I'm gonna start saying that all the time now. I'll make that the fucking word. What? I just did that.
That's
I can
literally
add
what
ing.
happened
I can do
100,000
ing.
years ago.
So it's like the Swiss Army knife of words because it's the only words in the English language you can use as a noun, adjective, pronoun, and the rest of that shit. You know how it goes. You can use it as any of the components of grammar. You can use it to describe something. You can use it as a noun. You can use it to say something negative, positive.
yeah.
A fucking
can say-
fuck fucker. Fuck.
If
you,
I'm
fucking
fucked
fucker.
up, if I fucked something up at work. If I'm fucked up at work, I messed something up. But if I fucked off, I didn't do anything. What's that all
Also,
about?
you can be a stupid fuck too. Like
Yeah, you can be a fuck as a noun. You can be a fuck.
You can be
Yeah.
smart as fuck.
You can be a fuck
Fuck
boy.
a verb.
Fuck is a adjective. That one.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's a really useful word. And so, like, there's this stereotype that people that use profanity aren't intelligent. When I was growing up, my dad would tell me, he'd be like, yeah, people that fucking use profanity don't know how to fucking talk, they can't fucking do this, all that shit. And, yeah, that's what he would say. That's what he would be like, and I was like, what the fuck? And so then I'd be like, I look it up, and then it'd be like, no, it turns out if you look it up, people that are smart do swear more often, and they actually get frustrated easier, and people that's, if you think about it, if you have a word that can do the same thing other words can do, and you use that one more often, that doesn't mean you don't know the other words. It just means that you use that one easier to communicate something better, right?
Some people might not know.
Well, and see,
Yeah.
you're using a word as a replacement, an instantaneous replacement for what these other people have to learn and use.
God, we're
called,
fucking linguists.
like,
This is good.
you know, mental tools. You know, everybody has these like coping mechanisms that they use to deal with stress and whatnot. And people that curse, we have this instantaneous, just it's a release. I was fucking pissed, and now I'm just fucked, man. Like, I mean,
Yeah, you're fucked.
it's interesting, but in the word is in all tenses too. It's past, present, and future tense.
Yeah.
Where because I fucked yesterday, today I'm fucked, and I'm fucking tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
fucks everywhere.
And so if you had to explain to somebody that doesn't have that same word in their language, they probably would have a hard time getting what fuck meant.
Yeah,
They probably
it's
use it wrong all the time. But there's no
fucking
wrong way to
magical.
use it. There's no wrong way to use it. You can use it any way you want to, but
It
you
could
can
be
make
a
it.
negative, it could be a positive, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude, you can use it, yeah.
Why
Then
is
you
it
end up like an
Sense,
Indian
too.
guy on Facebook and you comment like, "You are a cute fuck,"
You are cute fuck. And that could mean anything. It just depends on the punctuation.
and
That
you
can
understand
be-
it and
Yeah.
actually kind of makes sense, but that's not the context you should be saying it.
You can accentuate it, or you can minimize it and be like, fuck, or you can be like, oh, fuck. 'Cause it depends on which bro you're talking about. The bro that just wrecked his car, he's getting the, oh, fuck. The bro that just, like, lost his girl or broke up or something like that is, oh, fuck, bro, yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, dude.
It's a consolation and it's an offense.
You can use it to be like, okay, you can use it to describe, you can say this thing's good, like, this fucking cheesecake is delicious. You can do that, or you can be like, this fucking
Bitch.
appendix surgery, this fucking bitch. You can throw another swear in there. And then the other thing is that, why is it that motherfucker is so common? Why do we just throw that out there? Like, why is it like the
Motherfucker.
biggest motherfucker? And it's like, and if you take the R off of it, it sounds so fucking cool. You know, just
It
throw
sounds so
motherfucker out there all the fucking time.
And chinga su madre, that means the same thing.
That's really insulting in Spanish. Yeah, it's something
Yeah.
not fucking
I
good.
like not adding the G, like you motherfucking.
Motherfucking.
Yeah, motherfucking. Yeah, dude, motherfucking.
Stretch out the N.
I filled out a survey on a McDonald's receipt. You look at them bitches. It says if you fill out the receipt,
You
you
get free
buy one
fucking-
burger, get one burger. I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'll go out there and I'm just feeling fat and I'm filling out my fucking thing and I'm answering the questions. I'm highly satisfied with everything because I want
Highly
my
satisfied.
fucking free burger. So I'm just tapping everything. And then it gets to like leave a review in 3 more sentences. And I was like, do I really have to like talk about why I love McDonald's? And I said I'd have a little fun with it. I pretended to be like a guy who just doesn't know how to speak English. And I was like, very nice, clean to immaculate. Several times tried to make it bad, but it never do. I see. When I come, I see. And what I see, it is good. Me come in, get the burgers, get the chicken. Many good all time. Several yes from me.
What? How many
And I
stars?
sent
Five?
it said doing great. And it gave me like a thumbs up saying that's great. Thanks. And then I went and got my free
Somebody probably got
burger.
Somebody probably got a little fucking star on their fucking polo shirt.
Several times tried to make it bad, but it never do.
But it's never do.
I see. I just thought of Borat in my head, essentially. But when I come, I see, and what I see, it is good.
I have this thing where, okay, so I switched my phone number a while back, right? And so I get these texts from this lady, and, or not from this lady, it's this lady has kids in Tulsa Public Schools. Her name is Dawn Jer Flakes. Dawn Jer Flakes, you hear this, sorry about all the problems I'm about to explain that cause in your life. Because I get a whole bunch of automated shit that's sent to me, and one of them is like, it's really construction cleanup, like temp job things. Like, we need people to do this at the BOK Center in Tulsa at this time today, pay us this much to do that. It's like automated shit, but it's not for a company I work for. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should just go. Maybe I should just go and just see if they need,
Just
but
see
like,
what
maybe,
they
because
need,
sometimes
yeah.
like, I'm like, it's kind of, and like, it wakes me up. It like get texts all the time. The other thing is she has kids, and I guess her kids are some fucking hellions at Nathan Hale High School. I don't know how much. I think this is legal to talk about. Is this legal? I don't give a fuck. Okay, so I get these texts, and one of the texts. Here, I'm gonna pull it the fuck up. Give me a second. Basically, I don't even know. They have these automated things that the school sends out. That's like, oh, it's fucking Hispanic Heritage Month, or it's fucking dress your kid up as a dog and take him to school day, or fucking bring Rotel nacho cheese day. Like fucking these weird requests
Fucking
all
love
the time.
Rotel, not queso, dude.
I can eat the fuck out of that. I can eat that all night long.
I suck
Let me
dick
see
in
here.
a cornfield for queso. Sucking dick in a cornfield
I'm trying to
for
find it.
cheese.
It's hold on.
In a cornfield, sucking penis.
Hold on.
For cheese.
Might even have to fucking.
Cone on the cob.
Let me see if I can search it. So basically,
I'm
what
a
it was.
slob on the knob. For the queso. Queso, what we doing now?
Yeah, yeah.
I was on a day in a cornfield.
In a cornfield.
Oh,
Sucking dick in a
sucking dick in a cornfield. From July to September.
Burn, dun, 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 dun.
I've been sucking in a cornfield.
Burn, dun, dun, dun.
On a hot summer day.
Burn, dun, dun, dun,
I've
dun.
been sucking dick in a cornfield.
Burn, dun, dun,
For
dun, dun.
like half a day's pay, I've been sucking a lot of penises. around all this maze.
This fucking... Okay, so they texted me first time. I ignored it. Mr. Madewell, hello. This is Mr. Madewell at Hell Middle School 8th grade math teacher, his second hour teacher. Hi, Don Jared Flakes. On October 24th, 23, I sent a text to your phone, and it just shows my number. Keep in mind, I've had this number for a little bit, and they just kill sleep. I've been ignoring it, but I started fucking picking up on it, because it annoys me. I sent a text to phone 918-43... Oh, if I'm not going to read that. It was talking about his talking in class, getting up... This is how the teacher texts. This is how they text it. It's bad grammar.
Oh, sorry, what was she saying?
She says, it was talking about his talking in class. No punctuation. Getting up out of seat, walking around to talk more to other students, his eating in class, etc. 11/6/23. He left classroom without permission and started using some red laser light to shine on me and my whiteboard. He tried to distract me from teaching and generally to disrupt class big time. Why he wants to do... And then it cuts off and says... Sorry, it cuts me off after so many letters typed in. This person is drunk at 9:30 at night as a teacher complaining to me about their fucking kids' behavior because I have the same number. Yes, I got this text, and I'm not the lady, right? Sorry, it cuts me off after so many letters typed in. Why he wants to do these things is beyond me. He talks all through class every day. Then it's a break again. The spelling is so bad. This teacher is drunk, disrupting class big time, and of course, all on purpose. Why? Not sure. 5 question marks. Please have a talk with him about his behavior. My next steps with this student is to call Dean and recommend he be removed from my class either to trace or suspension. Please text back that you got this. Thank you, Mr. Madewell Hill Middle School 8th grade math teacher. And so I sent back... I am not Don Jared, crazy bitch, or whoever the fuck. This is not her number. Fuck her, dumbass kid, and fuck you. Please stop texting me and wasting my taxpayer dollars. If you want a relationship with these parents, you have to establish basic things like their phone number before you send them passive-aggressive shit like this on their time off. Fuck you, go fuck yourself. And I signed my name on it for some reason. I was like, fuck you. Yeah, and I get also texts like, oh yeah, they cut class today, or they weren't in fucking school. Or they weren't.
Updates.
Yes, and I hate it. It drives me fucking crazy. And it's like, why can't you just talk to these fucking parents? Like, why can't you I'm worried about these kids too, man. I don't know. Yeah. It's a rough place for kids right now. I got pissed, and then when I get back, I'm gonna ask Justin some questions.
Okay, I got a little story to tell.
All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, let me see. All right, do you want to wear them?
We're passing around here panties. We're passing around panties. We're trying to see what's a try on.
Oh, there's sequins on it.
Rhinestones.
The ones that you push one way and it's one color, and you push the other way and it's like...
What is that? I don't know what that is.
You ever seen those little sequins they sell on a vest or a shirt or something or a pillow?
One side's red, one side's green.
Yeah, and you push it one way and all the little circles push over to one side.
Oh wait, yeah, I think so. Yeah. The little plastic.
Yeah, that's what's on our.
You want to rub your hands on all the time?
Yeah, we're just rubbing our rub these panties.
Let me try.
So, I got on the Facebooks the other day, and I just see all kinds of stuff from there. And I always think maybe I should say something, but then at the last moment after I've typed it out, I say no, don't post that. Don't care. Turn it off and go outside. Facebook is not real. And I'm scrolling because my soul is gone. And I see this girl I knew, and she posts, Jesus was Palestinian. And so she's obviously pro-Palestine. And which is like cool. Like, I'm not, and to a lot of Native people, the idea of like people being evicted from their houses forcibly and stuff resonates pretty strong. And not even hating on people who do that, but to say just a historically inaccurate all this nerdy shit I want to say welled up inside me. It's like, this is not a second, and even if you're trying to make a point, being factually incorrect does nothing but all this shit went through my heart and my soul, and I wanted to say this, and I was like, I'm gonna hit the fucking comments, and I start reading, and I start looking. And I see, like, some people that are like, yes, support. And some people are like, actually, Jesus was a Jew. And then there's other people that are... And then the answer I wanted to give, this old Jewish professor, Jeff Weintraub, bless your heart, what was welling up in my heart to be like, well, actually, what was at his time was Roman Judea. And actually, in that... what the answer I wanted to nerd out and give as a history nerd... Cole's back. This girl posted Jesus was Palestinian on Facebook, and so I was just, and I wanted to like nerd out and like give a correct answer, but then I don't like people who care too much on social
Right.
media.
And you like getting into fights on social media that you don't need to be getting into.
Yeah, it's just I'll rarely get on social media, but when I do and I start to care, I'll just fucking now I've like cussed somebody out. Oops. And then so I like don't want to be like a smart ass. No. And so I'm just reading, and there's people being supportive of her, and then there's a guy talking about the Bible, and then there's just like one native dude who's like, "Do not quibble, friends. We do not fight among us. Colonization is colonization." What he's saying is basically like the detail. I get the sentiment, but the idea that the lack of detail is okay to some people, that's just as bad as what their supposed political other side does or whatever that they trash each other for. Just saying bullshit with no like foundation and truth. And all this shit, nerdy historical shit, I'm thinking in my head that I want to say an answer. This old Jewish professor named Jeff Weintraub said it all. I just liked his comment. I was like, badass. Now I don't have to be the nerd. And a guy who's a professor of history at Harvard or whatever fucking commented and said this. I was like, okay, he got it. I was like, well, maybe I gotta leave my 2 cents. And so, like, she has a post that says Jesus was a Palestinian. And there's these people talking about, like, Roman Judea in the comments and talking about the Bible and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Jesus was Mexican. And I wrote that, and I commented that. I was like, that'll stir something.
Yeah,
maybe that'll be to piss him off. Yeah. So I wrote, Jesus was a Mexican. And so I get a little notification later, ding, somebody reacted. And I look, literally like a ceremonial leader for the tribe, Care reacted it. I think he interpreted it as like imagine like someone's in trouble, but everyone else at work is like, no, I stole the stapler. No, I stole the stapler. I was like, no, Jesus was Chinese. No, Jesus was Armenian. Like,
there are some people that believe that, though.
Sure, yeah. Some people say he's fucking Cherokee. Who fucking knows?
Right.
And so I think
Wait, some people, who says that? Who the fuck?
Yeah, I've heard some people that say that Jesus was actually fucking, he had a CDID.
He's from North Carolina.
He was born in Hastings. No.
He was born in Hastings?
Yeah.
That's where I was born.
Yeah.
Same.
Back then, 2,000 years ago, it was just a fucking rock. Yeah.
It was still a hospital, though. They still had babies getting born, right?
Yeah.
And they still had shitty. That's what they used to work on you back then with is like rocks.
Well, it was just Hastings then. He didn't have the WW yet.
The W was just...
It was just Hastings.
I think
World
there's just one
Wrestling
W.
Hastings.
No, there's just one
Yeah.
W. That's all they had chiseled out so far. It's just one W hospital.
It's W Hastings.
But yeah. Jesus is actually a quarter Cherokee on his grandmother's side.
Who was a
Well, we
princess.
figured that one out.
Yeah. He's long hair clan, like you, Hunter.
Do you think he's long hair clan?
Yeah.
He's long hair
Hunter
clan,
and
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Tobias said he was long hair clan. Some people didn't know, like natives, like one time my job site, they thought he was lying. He was like, that's not the name of a fucking. That's not. You're not long hair because you have long hair. That's
They
what
thought
that
it was
is.
because you have long
what
hair.
the fuck?
Yeah, you don't have to have long hair to be long hair clan.
Back then we called him Jesus Chasing Horse.
Jesus chasing horse.
Yes.
Jesus chasing horse?
Yes.
Because he's chasing horses?
Yeah, dude, he was always chasing them horses, bro.
Like
he was always
Mustangs?
going with the flow, man.
Yeah, they didn't know
He always
Jesus was
going
actually a
with the
renowned
flow,
horseman. I wrote this in the comments. I said Jesus was an equestrian.
They always paint him on top of a unicorn. I don't know what kind of symbolism that
Wait,
is.
I've never
they?
seen... Okay, Hunter, what the fuck are we talking about?
Who are they?
You're like,
have you ever
Jesus
seen-
chasing horses. Have you ever seen him on a
Let her
unicorn?
talk. Let her fucking talk.
Have you
Let
ever
her
seen-
talk.
Have you ever seen him on a unicorn before, though, dude? Because
I
that's
think
yeah,
so.
it's fan art on
But I've
the
also
medium
seen
art,
Donald
That's
Trump with an
popular
AK on a
photography,
unicorn.
right? Is to put like unicorns, like it's mentioned like 8 or 9 times in the
Yes,
Bible.
there's
right?
unicorns in the Bible. Or he rides them on a white horse or something.
8 or 9
right?
times in the Bible,
How
right?
was he-
But where's the unicorn? Like, what kind of what was he like, dude? What was he seeing, man? Like, what would they describe?
Probably
as
a fucked up deer.
Maybe like some kind of maybe like some kind of Asian deer.
So
yeah.
native
Yeah,
quarter
maybe.
Jesus Cherokees riding a one-antlered
Yeah,
whitetail around here.
Their fucking horn syndrome.
Lost the other.
Yeah, the
dude.
two
How's
the
the
two
background?
primary arguments.
He turned
for that
water
is
into
it's
whiskey.
A rhinoceros or a certain type of ancient cattle
Like
that
some
doesn't
kind of
exist
ancient
anymore.
kinda, yeah,
Oh, the
dude.
aurochs.
The aurochs.
Is that picking up the background noise, or are we good? I kind of thought it wasn't earlier when I had the headphones on.
No, we're
I think
good.
we're good.
Yeah, it sounds like we got Fox News playing in the background.
That
It sounds like we're in a war room and there's important things playing in the
Welcome
background.
to the war room. All right.
Yeah,
Can I ask Justin some questions? We're at an hour and fucking 43.
yeah. So we have a presidential candidate, Justin Kennedy.
Justin Kennedy. So, first question, any relation to the Kennedys?
Where all my relatives are.
He's
Kennedys.
from the bulletproof Kennedys.
Yeah.
Like the fucking like the car one with the thing and the fucking the dying thing. Like
The
that
half a car ride one.
The Oklahoma branch.
The Oklahoma, right? The Oklahoma. Not that I'm aware of.
But like that goes back to like there's like a family in like Ireland or somewhere that actually was monarchy or something like that. Or like Kennedys. I know that. I don't know if it was like the same name or not.
You Catholic, brother?
No.
Are you Catholic?
No.
Are you circumcised?
What kind of fucking question is that?
All right, I was asking some fucking hard questions. God damn it, you want to answer these or not?
You want to look?
I mean,
Like,
yeah, I'll show you mine first.
got a face for radio, a dick for radio too. I guess.
No, we're like the 80s military here. Don't ask, don't tell.
All right, okay. This will get a story going. What's the longest you ever walked?
The longest I ever
long walk.
walked.
So there's this thing that we talk about.
was...
Well, can I rephrase it? Can I give you that whole? There's this thing we talk about on the show a lot called just the walk. I don't even think we have like a meme name for it. What is? It seems like when you live out here, if you're a man, sometime between
25 and 45.
Yeah, 15 to 45.
15 to 45.
15 to 45. There's a day where you didn't wake up thinking you were gonna walk 12 miles that day with no shoes and no socks and a fucking backache and no food and have to go. You didn't think that was gonna happen, but you went on this long walk that you didn't think was physically possible, and then you passed. I think everyone has that story. Everyone has that breaking point. Do you have a story like that where you went on a long physical walk?
I mean, I've had to walk down the mountains before.
Really?
In southeastern Oklahoma, because we.
But how long? How was the distance?
Like 10 miles.
10 miles. Were you like stranded from your car? What happened?
We went up in the old Scout, International Scout, and blew a tire out, and apparently they didn't have anything to
do anything
unblow out the tire or a spare. So me and my cousin had to walk off the mountain and go get stuff fixed, tires, and another vehicle.
Kind of fucking walk.
Yeah.
What? How did you get a ride back to get the tire on? That sounds. How'd you get back up the mountain?
We took a truck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we drove back. We were gonna walk back up, pushing a spare up the hill.
Huh. Okay. Do you have any situations where you felt threatened by a res dog or a wild stray dog while living in Oklahoma? Do you have any stories about getting threatened by a dog or attacked by dogs? Of course
Yes.
you do.
Literally 3 blocks from here on Seneca Street.
Yep, that makes sense.
So I lived on Seneca Street when I was a kid, and that's what it's called. The Indian Methodist Church is literally right across the road from where I lived at, and I had to walk over to where the nursing home is to catch the bus, which was only like, I had to walk like 3 blocks that way to catch the bus, and the school was only 4 blocks that way. I never understood that shit. Anyway,
the bus stop is further than just walking to the goddamn school.
Yeah, so I'm walking down to the bus stop this one particular morning, and I see this Rottweiler come out of the church parking lot, and he's coming at a pretty good clip, too. Like, I'm just like, oh, doggy, hey, what's up, puppy? And he's not responding like, most dogs respond to hey, doggy.
Yeah, they have words that nice owners say to them. They're not, like, bred by the streets. They're not fucking...
No, he's coming to eat my ass. That's what he was doing. And so I jumped up on the parked car that was right there. And this is in the middle of the winter. There's, like, a 1/4 inch of ice on this fucking car. And I'm trying to scramble up on top of it to get away from a Rottweiler. And I'm like, I could either fall off of here and, like, break my neck, or I could get eat up by a dog.
Was it a stranger's car?
No, it was actually my grandma's car. I was walking back.
At least you knew whose car you were on.
Her house. Well, I was hoping my World War II vet grandpa would come out with a rifle and smoke this dog for me. He didn't.
How long were you on the car? How long were you on the car with the Rottweiler trying to attack you?
Not too long, because he was looking for somebody else to fuck up as soon as I was unfuckable. And he fucked off.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm glad that you're around to help. Do you have, like, so there's that.
That's one.
Do you have, like, any rural ones? Any ones in the country?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I was out hunting one time in muzzleloader season, which muzzleloader, boom, one shot, and then you got to reload everything. And so I carried a pistol with me. And this big cow dog just came out of fucking nowhere. I shit you not, I'm in the middle of a field. And this dog just shows up at like 50 yards. I'm like, how did you even get there? And he wasn't happy either. He was like barking and growling and stuff and coming up and was like,
did you shoot the dog?
I did not shoot the dog.
How close? How close did
he ended up stopping at about 20 yards out, and I was going to shoot his ass at 10 because I don't like being eaten by a dog. And so he stopped about 20 yards out, and because I had slung my muzzle over my shoulder and had my pistol out, because more bangs are better in those situations. And
well, one 50 cal shot to the dog is good, but then once that you lose,
or you miss,
yeah,
and then you don't even have your
hopefully
pistol in your
it
hand.
scares the fuck out of it. But yeah,
but see, that's the thing. I wasn't just going to snipe him out there with my muzzleloader, because that'd have been easy. And I was just
you wanted the challenge of taking the dog up close with a sidearm.
that's not a challenge for me. Honestly. I can tell you different stories that would probably get me in jail.
Get the game warden over here.
But yeah, so
Well, I've talked about my struggles with Gerda, GRDA.
Fuck them.
GRDA, yeah.
Fuck the GR.
ACAB includes Gerda.
They can't let me atlatl fish on the river in the lower Illinois. Fuck
Ew.
you.
So yeah, I finally the dog leaves, and I go get in my tree stand, and I'm putting all my stuff like it needs to be, and I'm just like, damn, that was a weird thing. And I pulled my pistol out at that point and realized that I didn't even load it before I got out of the car. So my whole more bangs would be better in this situation would have screwed me over, because when he got 10 yards, I would have got, a whole handful of clicks and no bangs.
Ah, fuck.
So then you get that, like, it's like,
The adrenaline rush.
yeah, the adrenaline rush that comes from realizing you just about fucked the pooch,
You about almost died.
literally and proverbially.
You had sex with it, dog.
Let's go to the pooch. Yeah, I almost screwed
That is
myself
a
over
good
that
way
way.
to put that.
I got dog ate, and it would have got to because I'm.
That's just a common fucking threat. Doesn't matter
weird,
your
though.
class, doesn't matter who you are out here. We have a looming threat of dogs in this fucking area.
It wasn't the only time either. Like, people used to drop them off out there by where we live, because we lived right in the middle of a section, and there was one other house on this road, so it was like, oh yeah, let's just take our dogs out there.
Fuck the
and
Humane Society. We're just gonna leave it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna...
People do that all the time. They bring
Yeah,
the dogs
I know
out there,
about
and
that.
then they're going to come to my house or the other house, and so
They're
they
gonna
would be trying to get in the trash. They'd be trying to get in, kill the chicken. You come out there, and there'd be like chicken feathers everywhere, and there'd be some dumbass dog out there. Oh, y'all just killed your chickens. What's up? And yeah. So anyway, like,
Next question. Let me think here. Hold on. I think I had, and I was just getting lost in your story a little bit. You guys got fuck, marry, kill? Walk in the next question.
Fuck, marry, kill? Oh, fuck.
You fuck, marry, kill, Justin. You know fuck, marry, kill?
You know
if
fuck, marry,
it's
kill? We
as
give you 3
simple
people?
as
Okay, you know fuck,
it
marry, kill.
sounds.
Okay.
Let me think here. Yeah, well, let me think while he's asking this.
You said, okay.
Wait, I got one question. I got 2. Okay.
I had one the other day at work.
An old lady with no legs or arms, a goat, and John Stamos.
That would even seem hard.
That was not hard. Wait, who you? Wait, you have a
Well,
goat?
no, Justin can answer first, because I'm even embarrassed now.
I was like, wait.
so I guess kill the old lady.
Yeah, for her misery, yeah.
God, that's gotten substantially worse. I'm gonna kill the goat.
Marry the goat.
There you go.
Yeah, and fuck John Stamos. In that order. There we go.
Well, I'd rather hang out with John Stamos and we just fuck a goat together.
Just think if you could just
That wasn't your
think about how good that dab's gonna be
I'm
after
just talking
smoking
about
John
fantasies.
Stamos' ass.
Can we combine the options? Which 2 of the 3?
Because I know a lot of people that are married that aren't doing anything. So
That is true.
Like,
Yeah. So you just
marry the goat. You'll definitely never have sex
I guess
with
that'd
it.
be kind of cool. I guess this is my wife. This is my wife. He is a goat.
I have to think John Stamos has the money to fucking marry. Like, that was my reasoning a little bit there. I can see almost
Oh
all
yeah,
the
marry him
answers.
and then divorce
I
his
can
ass.
see
Take
kill
half.
John Stamos, fuck the goat, marry the lady with no large money. Like, I can almost see that. Kill John Stamos. Like, 'cause I'm not gay. I'll fuck a goat, but I'm not gay. Whatever sexuality that is. No, I hope fucking God. That's a rough statement to say out loud. Okay.
Okay. Josh.
The viewers may not know who Josh is, and
We've explained him a couple times.
this nerdy little Jeffrey Dahmer.
I don't know that I'm going to be able to put these in order that's not going to constitute a felonious act of physical aggression.
You might just kill Josh. Never mind. I don't think Josh.
No.
Yeah, actually,
I
yeah, number kill.
You ever play kill?
I don't want to kill
We
Josh.
just list 3 people we want to kill.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
You got 2 more.
Okay. Josh. Xi Jinping.
I don't know him.
Chinese president.
The
That's hard to give me something else then. You don't know Xi Jinping.
okay.
Not everybody knows your
The Chinese
role political-
president?
I guess prime minister, fucking whatever.
Oh, that was okay.
That's
Okay, I know.
Winnie the
I know.
Pooh.
Okay, go.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
No, that was Xi Jinping. That's, oh fuck. Okay, this is okay. We don't have to do Josh either. God damn it. Okay, somebody else.
Pretty much asking no question. when
Okay,
I get
okay,
no questions.
Steve Irwin's body, or Steve Irwin's body, a Shaquille O'Neal in a wig,
Damn, that's a trio.
or
Wait, you're gonna do 4?
No, we're doing just 3. No. It's Steve Irwin's body, Shaquille O'Neal in a wig, or John from Loves, the guy who just walks around.
I lost you.
You lost me?
Shaq.
There's Shaq with a wig.
Shaq with a wig.
Yeah, Shaquille
Have a
O'Neal.
wig.
Shaquille O'Neal.
What kind of wig is it?
Yeah.
Wait. Brunettes or into redheads or into blondes? Whatever. Like 7, 8
Whatever
foot
is your
chef.
preference.
I'll wear whatever fucking wig you want. I'll wear whatever wig you want. I can't. Shaq has such a deep voice. It's ridiculous.
Right, he's a big man.
He's a large fella. So Shaquille O'Neal in like a Kim Kardashian wig, otherwise normal attire.
I mean, I feel like in this situation...
Steve Irwin's body dug up out of a billabong.
His body?
Yeah, his body dug up out of a billabong. Or, I don't know, Ted Cruz.
Ooh.
Why are these all gay? I thought it was like 3 hot-ass women or something. Why are all of these gay or necrophilia or fucking... Why are these all... What are you trying to tell me?
I guess he's trying to figure out where the line is.
I'll take Ted Cruz out. And we'll do Roseanne. No,
God, I think I'd rather fuck Ted Cruz.
Yeah. Ted Cruz fucks the state of Texas every year.
Wait, Roseanne Barr or Rose... Never mind.
Roseanne Barr. No, who's the lady from the show?
It's
Roseanne Barr.
Yeah. Roseanne Barr.
She's a fun lady. I'd go for it. We have a cool fucking hangout. She's wacky.
Smother you, bro.
Okay. Alright, no, here we go. Ultimate, here's the answer. Ellen DeGeneres, Steve Irwin's body, or Shaquille O'Neal in a wig? Marry, fuck, kill.
I'd have to fuck Ellen because you know she ain't had no dick in there in a while.
Mickle decades.
Yo, you don't
Yeah.
think her girlfriend got a fucking dragon penis dildo? You don't think they're doing they can just buy the size they want, you know what I mean?
I feel like Ellen's the top.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Why would you think Ellen is not the fucking...
I don't
You
know
think
they do.
Ellen's not
I don't
slinging
think they
dick?
take
You're
turns.
crazy.
I don't know what lesbians do.
We don't know. Lesbians, if you can tell us what you do, send us a video. Send us a fucking... send us some informational shit. We're really interested.
So,
Wait a minute.
whenever you do the gay, does one vagina open up and you crawl inside the other vagina?
Okay, I have...
Wait a minute, I didn't...
Marry, fuck, kill.
I forgot the
Shaquille
other
O'Neal,
options.
Steve Irwin's body,
And
Ellen.
Ellen.
and Ellen.
You said
Oh,
fuck
God.
Ellen.
Well, now I have to
You're
think
fucking
about
Ellen's tight snatch.
How do you kill a body that's already dead?
that. You marry.
What kind of these fucking
You
questions?
marry.
How do you kill somebody that's already dead?
That's the order. Marry
Steve
the
Irwin
body.
is a zombie. Steve Irwin is a zombie. Zombie Steve Irwin. Zombie
So,
Steve Irwin.
Marry zombie
Shaquille
Steve
O'Neal.
Irwin. Kill Shaq. And
You
fuck
marry
Ellen.
zombie Steve Irwin?
Yeah.
He's trying to eat you.
I mean, I'd like that.
Well, why don't you
In this scenario, are you marrying Steven's dead body, or are you?
Apparently this
are
is
you,
not one of those
are you Steve
sexless
Irwin's
marriages.
widow? Is it just, are you just sad and you get mad rays, or gonna see Mara Ray, and you just longingly fucking like? Is it just more like you're the widow?
No, he's a zombie. He's like hanging
Well,
like,
see, that the whole thing about that is...
I might cry.
Well, I cried, didn't you have you? Yeah. No, so if you marry Steve Irwin, then Bendy's your stepdaughter.
What the fuck does that mean?
And I mean, you didn't ever, like, fist off to Bendy.
I don't remember what she looks like. I don't really remember what she looks like. I'm not saying I didn't. I probably did. I also, my dick wasn't working at that time period. Like when Steven was still on the air before he died. I think my dick wasn't working.
I mean, after that, when they're doing the Irwins, is what I'm saying.
So you go up to Bendy, you're like, well,
I do remember
Not
I'm
like the
married to your
crocodile
zombie
hunter
dad.
Bendy, but like the...
Do you want to fuck? I'm married to your zombie dad. Your dad came back to life and is now a zombie. I'm
As
married to
fucked
him.
up
Do you
as-
want to fuck?
As fucked as that is, that's a category on Pornhub somewhere.
That is
As
a
fucked up as that
category.
is, that's a fucking category.
Zombie Steve Irwin gets cucked as he watches his daughter get fucked by hung black studs.
You gotta put that in the keywords for the video in the tag.
You remember what I mean?
Down.
Oh fuck.
Can I ask Justin some more
The
questions?
van, I put van on Pornhub. Do you
Oh
remember
yeah,
that?
I remember that.
Okay, we should talk about that sometime. Though.
That was where he was unverified. You can
yeah,
say
he
it,
just
just-
chugged a can of chili at the river. That's all it was.
I hope his jaw doesn't hear this.
They thought it. They took the video down because it included rape material, and it was him chugging a can of chili in the river. And I posted it on Pornhub. But yeah, what were we saying? What were we saying, Justin?
Justin, have you ever been? Have you ever been in a self-defense situation where you were put and you had to do something that you didn't want to do to get out of the situation, and you didn't want to do the same thing that day? You were put into a self-defense situation. Have you ever defend yourself from someone else, physically or mentally even? But have you ever been put on the line or tested like that? Have you ever been in a self-defense situation
Yeah, I have several times. And
with another human, not a dog, but human?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have.
What was like the most fucked up, crazy one?
I'm trying to think of one that was actually fucked up.
You survived, obviously. That's why you're on the spot.
Yeah, no.
Was your zombie like your husband?
I died. Unfortunately, I lived. Yes. No, I've been in a couple where guns weren't involved.
Right?
No. No. Okay, so it's been a while, and I might get some of the details incorrect, but
we're not gonna fact check you. We weren't there.
Yeah, it's okay. I would fact check me.
I'll get
sure.
sources. I'll get sources on that.
Yeah, the names are made up, but the situation's real.
Right.
So at one point in time, I was doing a lot of hanging out with my cousins, which we were.
Always bad idea. Never hang out with your cousins.
Yeah, bad idea. Cousins will get you. So anyway, we found out, like, little birdie told us kind of situation that we were about to get, just destroyed by these guys that came over from another town, and we're hanging out. And this is small town Oklahoma, smaller than Tahlequah.
Right.
And so the place that we hung out at night was called the Big Store. The people that live there will know what that is, even though it's not there anymore. So they were supposed to find us Friday night when we hung out at the Big Store, and they were gonna jump us.
What was their reasoning? They
just beef. Yeah, like because we were rowdy. And,
okay.
Like
somebody in their pack was talking shit and.
Somebody talked shit to somebody. Somebody wanted to see a fight,
right?
And they knew those boys were rowdy, and they knew we were pretty fucking rowdy. And so I was like, "Hey, cool, I'm down. Let's go." Like,
how old were you?
God damn, 16ish, 17, somewhere around that age. Definitely old enough to know better than to do what we did, but like, so we had this van, and all the windows got busted out, so we cut plexiglass inserts and would tape them in, so that way we could go to town and use a pocket knife and cut the tape and just put all of them behind the seat and just jump in and out of the windows of the van.
The doors didn't work?
Oh yeah, they worked, but I mean,
you just like going to the windows?
Fuck yeah.
So
Who is it? Shit. Yeah, Dukes of Hazzard, but we didn't have like a 68 Challenger.
Sorry, my bad. Oh my god, the Reds are gonna beat my ass now. They're gonna fucking get. I called the General Lee a Charger. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I just fucked up really bad there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously a Toyota.
So anyway, we head to town Friday night.
I'm listening.
Loaded for bear and whatever else wanted to show up. And this guy like walks up to my cousin's window and puts a gun in his face. He's like, "What now, motherfucker? Kill shot. It's a kill shot. It's sideways." And cool as a cucumber, my cousin looks at him and he's like, "Well, you got one or two options. You can drop down and apologize." He said, "Or I can whoop your ass." I'm like, "Oh, he's got some balls on him staring down a gun." Well, he had a gun right next to him. I was behind him. I had a gun. I had two other cousins in the back. They both had guns. We were ready to go. Like, I'm already getting mine ready for if I hear a pop or something.
Right.
I mean, I was ready to do this shit. Well, when he said that, it kind of disarmed me because I hear the tone in his voice is like, "This dude's at half fucking mast right now. You got a hard on for this guy to be having this gun in his." I was like, "What is going on?" And he's like, "Because you've got at most one shot in that thing." Because I realized that there's no magazine in it, and pulls his out, cocks it, and sticks it in this dude's face in one smooth motion. And I'm just like, bing! Jumping out with mine and like covering his ass. And so he takes his gun from him, chunks it up on top of the Big Store, and fucking and this guy's like, "It was just a joke, it was a joke."
Yeah, mother, no, you wouldn't know.
But, like every stupid little bitch does when you finally call their shit and get hard on them. And so, I don't remember. I mean, my cousin gave him the, "Get your ass out of here, we'll fuck you up next time."
Y'all didn't murder him?
We didn't murder anybody. He got completely emasculated and just, like, wringing his hands, fucking worried that we were going to shoot him or beat his ass.
You think he found the magazine in his truck later and he was fucking like, ah.
Oh, I don't know if it even worked. Like, He just thought it would be cool to put a gun in somebody's face and try to punk them and end up getting, like, the best fucking Uno reverse card ever. Yeah, you got, like, 5 dudes jumping out that actually know how to shoot and use guns.
But it was close. You didn't know at the time. You thought something could have happened. You thought something could have popped off right there.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I thought, oh, shit. He's going to get smoked because he can't get away, but... Motherfucker, I got the windows out of this van. I got this 30-30. I'm gone. Like,
yeah, lever action?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. I had a 22 on my side. Like, everybody could have went to federal jail forever in this scenario.
Kids, too.
Yeah, and we're young. Yeah. But
so how about some fist fights? You mean crazy
fist fights?
That was
I didn't
really dangerous one. That sounds self-defense-y.
I didn't actually get in a fight with this guy. Like, he tried to get his dog to come after me, too, and his dog wouldn't come after me. But, like,
we know a story like that.
This guy, for some reason, I was coming to town with the girl I was with at the time, and we're going to her job to get some stuff. And anyhow, so this guy, like, followed us real close through town. I guess he didn't like the way she was driving or something like that. And I had my seat all the way back, so there's no way he could have saw me in there. So we pull in, and both of us start to get out, and I see this guy pulls up behind us and gets out of his truck and starts over towards her side.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah, no. Totally fucked up.
Where were you guys parked at?
You remember Eureka Pizza?
Yeah, I do.
Right in front of Eureka Pizza, and he fucking
shit.
pulled right behind us. So the whole front of the building's glass. And so I just kind of jogged around there real quick, and just jumped right in his face. I didn't touch him.
Right.
Anything. I just got really loud, really close, and turned around and was like, go get your shit. And so she goes inside. Well, I don't know what the fuck is going on behind me. I just know what I've got going off in front of me. So I get in this guy's face all the way around the back of his truck. He's trying to get his dog. He's like, this is a attack dog. He speaks Cherokee. I speak Cherokee words to this dog. He's going to eat your ass. I'm like, get to talking. I think I said, no, dude. He said she speaks Cherokee. I look this dog in the face. I go, let's go. And this guy's just like, he doesn't know what to do with that. So he tries to say something to his fucking dog. Then he's like trying to grab her and get her all riled up. This dog won't even growl at me. And I kept telling the guys, like, get in your fucking truck and leave. Get in your truck and leave. Like, don't come out here and try to get, hard on a female, and then somebody gets in your face and be a bitch. Like, either do something or fucking leave. And he just kept backing up. Finally, he's close enough to his truck. I shoved him in his truck and went to slam the door. And I caught his foot in the fucking door. Dude, I don't know if it broke something. I don't know. Like, I got the door almost closed with his foot in it.
I just heard his toes. I just
oh my god, he was in there flopping around. Like somebody shut the door on his foot. But so
the door is a useful weapon.
This is an old truck too. Yeah. It's like metal and like the kind of ones that when Dad shut it, it's like, and you could tell he was home.
Was it Chevy? What was it?
No, it was a stupid little Toyota pickup.
Ooh,
yeah,
it was a
something like that.
90s Tacoma.
Yeah, old 80s or 90s, I can't remember. But so anyhow, this is fucking great because I turn around after all this shit's over. He drove off. Everybody in the fucking Eureka Pizza looked like fucking fish tank stickers on the front of the door. I open the door and the dudes in the back are just like, woohoo, cheering and shit. They're like, that was fucking awesome, man. You should have kicked his ass though. And there was some Karen lady in there. She's like, I was about to call the cops. Like, okay.
The fuck were they gonna do?
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Show up and arrest him? I'm out here like, out here.
They're gonna shove him in a door too and hit his foot and charge him money for it at the end. They're the real fucking gangsters.
So yeah, that.
How do you feel about the police?
That's a very hot and cold issue for me.
Right, you can go one way or the other. Depends on whose side you're on.
It depends on who it is, I guess. I mean, I guess there's some of them that are okay people, but most of them seem, like.
What was the worst interaction? You ever had like a bad run? You ever had a bad run?
I think I've had it pretty good in that category. I have had a gun pulled on me twice by cops.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and right here in Tahlequah. Yeah,
they love doing that. They love pulling guns out. That's their thing.
Oh, they're quick.
If you ever get into a situation where you're trying to be violent, the Tahlequah cops will fucking kill you. They are badasses. They're trying to kill. They're fucking willing to shoot you for a hammer. They will shoot you. They will mag dump you with 8 fucking Glocks for a hammer.
Most of our cops here have killed a couple people in Tulsa.
Yeah, they have body counts.
Or here, yeah.
No, I know.
But what was the situation where they pulled the gun on you?
So one of them was I was going to pick up one of my kids. I picked her up, once a week maybe. Like her mom picked her up.
Like a weekend dad?
No, but like I don't know, maybe one day a week. Her mom couldn't pick her up, and I'd go pick her. Anyway,
okay.
So
you picked her up from school?
They knew that I was. Yeah, the school knew that she, was her dad and coming to pick her up. What a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, parked in the visitor parking area. Was a little early, so I sat there for like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. So I got out. Well, as I'm going to get out, this cop car is like pulled around, and this cop jumps out, pulls his fucking gun. He's like, get back in your car, get back in your car. I'm like, why? Like, Because can't you see the lights? I'm like, yeah. What? I mean, that doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not driving. Like, how
do you know this is my car?
Like, hey,
how do you know this is my car? How do you fucking know?
Hey, can I talk to you? Works a lot better than pulling your fucking gun out on somebody. Like,
what was the reason you pulled the gun out though?
One of the teachers called and reported me as a suspicious person.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
What were you wearing?
No, work clothes.
God damn
I came
it.
from work, and so not only is that particular
If you
person
were wearing
a piece of shit, but
fucking black Air Forces and like a fucking hoodie and like a shiesty and like maybe that might be suspicious, but
well, and not ever like being there the first time or being there at an odd time or something like that, but I don't know, like I thought that was really unnecessary. I'm like, okay, I'll get back in the car, but you're gonna have to put that away. Like, I don't know what you think you were gonna do with that.
And then he did it.
Yeah.
Put the gun away.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? That's white privilege, man.
Yeah.
Just want to educate you.
Oh, tell that to my tell that to my CDIB card, motherfucker.
Yeah, pull the race card out, dude. I love pulling the race card out. I love pulling the literal, actual race cards that were given out. Yeah.
It's like that was definitely Grandpa Smith coming through on that one for me.
Shout out Grandpa Smith.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I had another one. This guy was just I was pulling out of the Mary's Liquor parking lot. I hadn't been in there this time actually, and so like everybody drives up Cedar really fast, and so I just pulled on out and took off because there was another car coming, and so I noticed that there's this cop behind me about a block later. I'm like, I don't like that. So I turned off. And they turned off too. I was like, what's this? Like, I'm not a full-on, fuck every 12, but this 12 definitely fucked that guy. And so I turned again. I made like 3 or 4 turns and ended up pulling over, used to be the old Homeland store, like way a long time ago. It's where everybody parks when they go to Dwayne's now, the overflow parking, the little Cherokee Nation down there by the creek. I don't know. Anyway,
Wait, okay, by the Town Branch thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I pull in there and I was just like, what's this guy's fucking problem? So I pull in and I get out before this guy's even pulled up. He pulls up and doesn't realize I'm out of my vehicle and opens his door and there I am. He almost dropped his gun pulling it on me.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I fumbled it?
Yeah, he almost like fumble-rooski with the fucking Glock. And no disrespect for what they do, but this guy's a fucking school resource officer too doing this.
That's
like,
fucked up.
Following a random car, like, to where they're going, and then getting out and fumble-risking a fucking handgun, and he's like, oh, you were coming out of that parking lot awful fast, I thought you might be drunk, you got your driver's license? I said, yeah, is there any reason you're pulling a gun on me? Like, what can I help you with? He's like, you gotta get back in your car, man, you gotta get back in there. I was like, why do you have a gun out? Like, what's the purpose here? What is this for? Like, I don't have a gun on you. Like, what are we doing?
If you did, it might be a little less hesitant to put it up.
Yeah, definitely.
I would.
I mean, but I don't understand why these people don't have better training. I mean, honestly, this is somebody that's paid to protect the school kids at school. Like,
because the job is not in high, people don't want to do the fucking job. People don't want to be a cop. People don't want to, you know what I mean?
So the wrong people want to be a cop. That's the problem.
That too.
Yeah, you've got these folks that have these quick triggers and horrible mental health histories and all kinds of unresolved traumas. And
if you were a cop, what kind of cop would you be? Would you be like a badass cop? Would you be like the guy? Would you be like Clint Eastwood and Dirty Harry?
I'd be like Bill Hader and Superbad.
I would be more like Beastie Boys Sabotage.
Yeah, if I was a cop, I'd be the one that, like, you're totally 100% every single time going to have the opportunity to get out of the ticket. Like,
oh, hell yeah. You wouldn't meet your quotas.
I mean, I'm not trying to make a quota.
Right.
I mean, if it's your job, you're going to... There's people do plenty of stupid shit. So you're going to get somebody that legitimately earned, a ticket or something like that. It's weird, there's
just fine line, because I feel like everyone in their head, when they take a job like that, they think that they're going to be that guy, and then over time, when you have more power and more authority, people...
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'd also be the one that, like, instead of running you up on drug charges, I'd just take your shit.
Be like,
pirate. That's for research.
No, I'd go back and immediately arrest everyone I ever did drugs with. I'd be
like, me?
Oh yeah, dude, I'd be the worst cop. Dude.
God damn,
ever let me consolidate the market.
Ever let me be a cop. Yep, him, pat him down.
Yeah,
get his ass.
I'd be the one though that, like, I would let you come take a ride in the cop car. Like, yeah, push the siren. Let's go. Let's go 137 miles an hour. No, I'd be a good cop. Like, I don't know.
Not super bad, but like a cop from super bad.
Like the super bad.
Oh,
like Bill Hader
super bad.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Like
I
the
Super
last
Bad.
funny movie ever made basically.
If I was a cop, I'd be a cop who get caught sucking dick in a cornfield.
You'd be a Kansas City cop.
I'd be straight out of Wichita, outside
You'd be a Wichita cop.
Keystone
It's hard
Cops.
being a Wichita, a female police officer from Wichita. It's hard.
Wichita Sheriff's Department here. We're sucking dicks in cornfields.
Yeah, I was sucking dick to let someone out of a speeding ticket. That's not how it's supposed to go.
How it ended up where
Well, if you want to get out of this, you gotta let me suck your dick.
in the corner. Yeah.
God, we're gonna walk in this pasture about a mile.
You have to wear this mask.
Wear this mask because of the hay. They just cut it. You don't want to get that fucking hay.
All the
fever.
allergies. I don't want you snotting all over my cock in this
I
cornfield.
know how it is as a woman here from Wichita, Kansas.
It's hard living, dude, in Wichita, Kansas.
Get on the fucking ground! Let me suck your fucking dick!
So there was like this thing around.
Is that a lawful order?
There was like a fucking cop, and he was somewhere in Oklahoma. Tobias was telling me about this. So I
It's
know
about
it's
a
true.
mouthful order. Huh?
There's a guy, and he was pretending to be a cop, and he was stalking this like mentally challenged who was working at McDonald's in a small town in Oklahoma. And Tobias telling me this. I don't know how true this is, but this is a crazy story. And he called in. He's like, "I'm a cop. She's wanting an investigation for a shoplifting thing. You need to let me come in the store and ask her some questions." And he asks you some questions. You're the manager, right? And he asks you questions. And then he goes and he's like, "All right, I'm a cop. Just so we're clear, I'm a cop. I'm totally a cop. I need you to suck your manager's dick and then let me watch, and then also I have to spank you while I do that for the investigation for the." And then the manager, they went through with it. They fucking went through it. Like they fucking went. Like they did do it. Like they're like, okay, what? And then they're like, that guy wasn't a cop at all. He was just some fucking guy. Like that was just some insane person with a uniform. And the guy went to prison. Manager's hopefully going to prison. Fucking the whole thing is horrible. But I don't know. It's
Cole's over here like the prison Oprah. You get a prison sentence. You get a prison sentence.
yeah.
Everybody's going to prison.
Fucking retards in the walking.
No, for real though, I did know a cop. He was a cop and actually ran for sheriff, but he was pulling people over that were undocumented or
right. This
appeared
was
to be
a scandal at one point.
and and would just take all their money.
Right.
He would like in a cop car, woo, one of our brown neighbors, and like just take all their money that
Just
they
shut
had on
their
them.
shit down. It's called civil asset forfeiture, and there's actually a legal way they can go about doing that. But
No.
the way they were
He
doing
was just
it
straight strong arm robbing them, like under color of law.
That's what I would do.
Yeah. He just
That
straight
is
up-
what you would do.
Oh, that sounds fucking sick, dude. What?
But it was all like
We're going up Choctaw Street.
he
We're going
he
down
was
T-Grade.
taking advantage of the migrant workers that were working
Let's go
the
to
fucking
Greenleaf.
nursery.
Greenleaf, yeah.
And I'm just like, these are the hardest working people that have one of the shittiest jobs, and you're taking their money? You should be like pulling them over, giving them 20, like just pat them on the back.
Not only that, but they're also the one people that aren't going to do anything about it. They're
Right,
not
that
going
was
to
the
do
whole
anything.
idea. That was the sick, twisted idea about it. Is oh, they're not going to do anything. Well, then he finally pulled somebody over that appeared to be undocumented, robbed them, and they were a citizen and had knew their rights.
He's like,
and-
yo, I'm from El Paso.
Yeah.
What the fuck is... Like, he's like, he's like, I'm not...
Yeah, so, but I went to school with this person's family, and so, like, they were always, like, rocking the not Walmart kicks and
Yeah,
everything, and
nice
so,
shit.
yeah, and I'm just thinking back about that, the nice vehicles and stuff, and I'm just like, whoa, that's not cool. I know where that all
That's how
came
they
from
fucking
now.
paid for it.
Yeah.
Just fucking shaking them down. Cops really are just modern fucking pirates.
Dude, we're at
if you
2
think
hours
about
and 20 minutes.
it. Alright, you want to wrap it?
Yo, where's the guitar at?
Where's the guitar at? How we doing this? It was a pleasure talking to you. I asked some odd questions, but they made for good content, I think.
Yeah.
This one
Anytime.
turned out good. When's our
Anytime.
next stand-up day? Is it this week or is it?
I think it's this coming up Wednesday. Yeah,
Is this, you think it is?
yeah, this is going to be released way after.
This will be released in 3
So,
years.
hey, don't even worry about it. But please come on by first and third Wednesday of each month.
First and third Wednesday of each month.
And
then-
it's Tahlequah.
Are we doing Family Feud?
Yeah.
Can we do Family Feud?
Yeah, I don't think I'm
Yeah,
still
the
hired.
27th.
Can we do Family Feud? You guys want to sign up? Like as a team?
Yeah.
You guys need to go to your
Alright,
back
well,
room or
fuck yeah.
something. My phone's dead.
What is it?
So you guys need to go to the back room or something.
We are finishing up.
Oh, yeah. We're done.
Because it's been 2 hours
It has been. Usually
It's been 2 hours. Okay.
in my house.
Play something real fast.
Play something real fast.
Play something real short, real fast.
I was going to keep doing like African bits.
You want me to play something?
Hold up. What are we even doing? Are we doing Don't Fear the...
I didn't memorize that one, and it has to have a top string for part of it.
We can he's just talking about sucking dick in the cornfield.
Sucking dick. I like cut off. Hey, yo, cut off.
It cut off?
Yeah. Wait, I can't hear it. Pause it.